you kind of knew that was happening. Why is MC saying what the heck? Oh, is the camera off? Sorry. Yeah. Is this today's title, Simmons to Sacramento? Oh, yeah, I guess it would be. Huh? We'll talk about that at some point. I almost wore a plain black T-shirt today. I swear to God, I almost wore a plain black T-shirt. That would have been.
This is yours. I was over at the house.
Oh, were you there?
Yeah.
Okay, well, good to see you.
Oh, he's not going to wear this.
I had finally my cardiologist referral went through. So I had a cardiologist appointment yesterday, right? Because all these readings I got a couple weeks ago. And in the meantime, they're like, no heavy exercise, which is ticking me off because,
Yeah, I mean, it disrupts the plan.
This was one of the strangest, maybe the strangest medical appointment I've ever had. Because I've been looking, I don't know if you can look forward. I've been wanting this appointment. I'm trying to attack everything and make sure, it's, that gets your attention when you hear stuff like that. And I'm in I register, whatever. I'm in the waiting room. And then, they'll say like, Jason, they open the door. Jason, yeah, okay. So I hear David. Yeah, okay.
It's not me.
So
it's not my birthday.
So imagine you're in a medical waiting room. This is a pretty big one, too, in Roseville.
Oh, one of those big waiting rooms.
Big waiting rooms. Not tiny one, big one. Like, could seat like 75 people, one of them, because there's multiple doctor's offices there. And I hear David. I go, yeah. So I start walking over, and I see the, I kind of, half look up, see the lady opening holding the door open. And then all of a sudden, listen, this is going to sound crazy. I swear to God on my kids, what I'm about to say is 100% true. It's not a radio exaggeration. This is play. I don't even know how I could do it. It's play by play. I'm walking towards the door. I'm about 15 feet away approximately. I'm kind of looking at the ground, just moseying over, loping, lumbering. Mm. And the lady who's opening the door all of a sudden makes a full sprint beeline towards me. Just sprints at me. And by the time I noticed what was going on, and I looked kind of up, she was almost midair jumping into my arms. Like, imagine, this is the exact comparison. Imagine I had just thrown the final pitch in the World Series. We had won the title, and she was my catcher. Mm-hmm. It was an exact replay of something like that. Instinctively, she's not
You were the pitcher, she was the catcher?
I was the pitcher, she was the catcher. Instinctively, and she was, I don't know, she's maybe 5. She's not a large person, 5'6", tiny thing.
With the gear on?
With the gear on, no mask. She flipped it off.
I'm from the future. Do not take this appointment.
Right. She leaps into my arms, and I catch her, not knowing what's going on, and wraps me in a giant, giant bear hug.
I need to go to this doctor.
And I'm like, it's a cardiologist appointment. We're starting off with, is this
the first
normal,
test.
Right? And I'm still catching her. Also, by the way, we're
nice
in the
catch.
Blanco Nino right here. We're in the middle of a waiting room, mm-hmm. right? So I didn't even think about the fact that, does this look strange?
No.
It probably does. Mm-hmm. So as she releases said hug, and I I gingerly place her on the ground
on her feet.
On her feet.
Yeah, okay.
It's one of my childhood friends' younger sisters that we all grew up together that I haven't seen in like 10 years, right? Carmichael, Palm Street days, the whole thing.
Carmichael nurse.
Yes, I didn't even know that's what. I remember she was doing something medically it took me a split second to put together, and I don't know if you've ever, like, somebody's recognized you and it takes you a second to recognize them, but you don't want them to see the searching in your eyes, and it's insulting and all that. Thank God, I as soon as she kind of pulled away, I caught it, And I was like, oh, my God. You know.
What's her name?
Huh?
What's her name?
No. You know what? That's fine.
Good hugger?
No, her name is a very good hugger. Her name was Whitney.
Oh.
So that's fine. And her brother and I were very close, and everybody, the whole group hung out, you know, the whole thing, you know, we'd all be at the bar, and then we'd all go back to, there's like 3 of us that were living in rented houses with a bunch of the other people in the group. So you go to someone's house or someone's house or someone's house after the bar, before the bar.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Knowing you,
Yeah.
Okay, this is all in real time, so this will be really fast.
Yep.
After the shock, this is Whitney.
Yep.
Place her down.
Yep.
You're probably walking to room 2.
Yep.
I don't know. In that little like, wow, this is her. I haven't seen you forever. Then you're like, was that a hug of, wow, I haven't seen you in 10 years, or actually I know some information that's why I'm running to jump up and hug you like that.
Like, oh, no.
This is the...
Oh, no.
You didn't think that?
I honest to God.
Wow,
didn't.
I would have thought you would have.
We don't have much time left.
Enjoy this hug.
I feel like, okay, if it was that.
That does also equal that reaction.
Right. You think it would? No, I think it would be more of like a tender, like, oh, come here.
Probably.
Oh, not like this is like a won the World Series.
You're gonna die.
Right. Woohoo.
Okay.
So
I just thought you would have gone down that road.
You know what?
Good for you that you didn't.
There were awkward roads I ended up going down. So I'm getting you know, they put the things on your blah, 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 and also
On your where?
on your chest
Oh.
to the electrodes and to go do the beep beep and then I was also
Was she doing that?
well, okay. So I was supposed to also walk on a treadmill, right? So, anyways, I'm not gonna go into these details, but so there's the whole thing where there's like the cardiologist will come in, but before that, like she does all the other blood pressure, vitals, notes, and so she's taking my blood pressure, for example, and we're just talking. And I don't think you're supposed to talk when you take it. I was always told to like be quiet when I don't know. So we're doing that, and then next thing you know, like in order to do some of this stuff, like I gotta kind of remove some things, right? And then like for a split second in the crib, I'm like, well, this is. I mean, she's a medical professional, but this is a little. Is this awkward? I don't feel like it. It kind of is because I've known her forever. But also, so I got over it, and that's fine. And she did the beep beeps and all that. And we're talking. That's how the whole thing started. So, then we get to the guy comes in, right? So
The doc.
the doc, and this is where the whole thing with AI and ChatGPT comes into play because. Since that whole diagnosis I got a couple weeks ago with everything they've said to do and this and that, whatever, well, shocker, I've been talking to people I know and I've been reading a ton about a lot of this stuff, right? So the important thing to understand is that I was on vacation. I had this incident where my pulse was going crazy up, crazy down. They told me to go to the ER in Fort Bragg. I did. I was dehydrated. I was very sick at the time. I remember everybody was out playing golf. I was very excited. It was one of the highlights of the trip was to play this ocean course at Sea Ranch that I love that had just reopened. And I couldn't do it. And I'll play golf through damn near anything. I just physically couldn't do it. I was getting out of bed, going to the bathroom, you know, getting a drink of water, and then going back to bed and sleeping all the time. It was one of those. And I had a fever, the whole thing, right? It sucked. Well, I go to the hospital. I'm severely dehydrated. They put me on IVs. They hooked me up. Then with the beep beep thing, and then they gave me something called a Zio patch, is what they call it, which is just basically a thing that sticks to your chest where your heart is to monitor your heart for a couple weeks, right? Okay. So I get in there, and I had done a lot of reading and plugged a lot of stuff in. So I'm talking to the doc, and he's first thing he says, he goes, "Well, there's 2 pages, of the whole thing. I have the first thing of readings and the summary, but for some reason I don't have the second page." And I'm like, "Well, that's a great start."
Yeah.
So I'm going over the readings with him. And remember, like, they said I had like 4 different things, and a couple of them I'd already had that were completely normal and benign, but then 2 of them were they're like, check for this, or like, you don't want that. That's like stroke and heart attack and all that. So he's going over it, and he goes, yeah, so you've got this and the atrial blah and the, Wenkebach thinger and blah, blah, all kinds of funny words and silly stuff. And I was like, I'm out of curiosity, because I was sick. It felt like COVID. It was like one of those, but they tested me and I didn't have COVID. But it felt like that. I was dehydrated, and I actually took pictures of it. I took an Alka-Seltzer daytime pill, and I took this Robitussin stuff that was also daytime, and I don't know why. I made a mistake, and I took them both within they both had phenylephrine and whatever the hell it is, the tweaky stuff, and a bunch of other. You're not supposed to interact them, right, or double up. So I said, my worry is like between me being sick, me being dehydrated, me taking this medication, all this other stuff, like, did that affect the readings at all? So he goes and he says, well, really, your readings are mostly fine. He goes, there's just one group of readings that obviously worried us, and that's what we're exploring. That's what we're doing. So we ordered a echocardiogram, which I got to go do, a stress test, which I got to go do, and then a CT scan. All that's fine. And I have to take a baby aspirin now.
For the stress test, can you just hook me up and we'll have
just show
this
me the
guy
Robert Orr
work
shot.
with
Yeah.
just come up with a segment on his own.
Just have Chris come in.
Watch a Kings game.
Watch a Kings game.
No, so remind me later, because then I call my mom, and they were in the car driving from her kidney dialysis, and I get put on the speaker, so I got my mom and my dad talking to me about this stuff. Well, no, this actually, my conversation with them actually gave me more anxiety than anything I dealt with all day. It turns out I didn't need to do this. More on that later. So I all of that stuff's going on, so he's reading it, and I go, let me ask you a question. I said, can you tell me, the 2 weeks I had this patch on that was monitoring me, you said that there was just one incident. Oh, and I said, can you tell me how long that was, and when did it happen? He said it was, he's looking, he goes, it's about 52 minutes you were in this AFib. He goes, and it was on July 14th. July 14th in the afternoon. And I go, okay. I said, can you tell me so how long after they put the patch on me, did that happen? And he goes, they put the patch on you July 14th. I was like, so you're getting this the day I'm sick, I'm dehydrated, I have IVs, I'm taking this medication. I was like, is there any chance that these readings that came out were a direct result of that and not something that is chronic, or
Especially if that was the only time.
That's the only time. He said, he said, you got a couple of other ones, he said, but all of them came overnight. And I go, well, could those be sleep apnea? And he goes, absolutely, sleep apnea can throw you into a little, really quickly, but they're not even major. So I was like, okay. So he goes, the fact that they happened means that they can happen. So at the very least, you got triggered into this stuff, and now we know that that's a possibility, so we can take precautions. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. And then I said, but, he goes, well, how did you know even we got the results? He asked me at some point. I say, well, because over a weekend, I get this random prescription notice on my phone, and I didn't recognize the abbreviation. I looked it up, and he goes, oh, yeah, I see it's metoprolol, or however you pronounce it. And he goes, yeah, are you taking that? And I go, yeah, I'm taking it twice a day. And he says, yeah, stop taking that. I was like, well, stop taking it. My doctor, she just prescribed it to me 2 weeks ago. He's like, yeah, I don't want you taking that unless your heart rate is unusually high and you're having these things. I don't want you taking that right now. It's like, okay, but she okay. So I just kind of dropped it. Like, all right, well, that's encouraging that my general practitioner prescribed that immediately. And then now he's saying, stop taking it. So I'm already kind of...
This seems like a cash grab.
Did you have to call her?
No, I didn't call her. I'm going to listen to him. That's his specialty. So fine, I'm going to do all this stuff. And so in the meantime, I go, all right, my big thing is, I'm attacking, quitting smoking. I'm eating better. I'm wearing my CPAP mask and I'm getting a sleep study. I'm trying to attack everything I can with this thing. But the one thing that's in limbo here is exercise, because it says don't overexert yourself. And he goes, yeah, well, you can walk and stuff, but just until we do the stress test, I don't want you doing anything crazy. I was like, what about golf? He's like, yeah, you could, but I just wouldn't. I'm like, but he goes, do you ride in a cart? And I go, yeah. And he goes, well, you can. I wouldn't recommend. I'm like, well, great. So I'm not going to do it. Which is weird, but
what about Wii golf?
Well, no, because I'll bet you right now, my heart rate goes up more from playing the little Mario game I'm playing right now than stupid golf, but whatever. So I'm like, okay, well, when's the stress test? He goes, well, I'm going to send it out, but, they're really behind right now. It's
December.
2 to 3 months. I'm like, so I'm just, oof. He's like, well, you should get your echocardiogram and the other stuff, earlier, but they're really behind. I was like, can I drive to like Tahoe or some other, outlet and do it? Like, I'll take my Honda, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram. I'll get my heart rate going though. And then so anyways, whatever, fine, annoying. So I'm talking to my parents, right? And they're like, yeah, okay, good. And my dad's like, talking to me about, he's having fun with me. He's like trying to freak me out. He's like, well, maybe you could, you get the anxiety for the stress test. Maybe you could smoke a little something beforehand. I'm like, what are you even talking about, Dad? You're like, just, calm yourself down. Have fun. I mean, most people make it through those. And I can tell he's messing with me, right? And then my mom's like, actually.
That's nothing you would do. Because
I had as part of a regular, that's a great point.
We have seen you on the phone with your dad. That's
a great, no, look. All right, moving on. You got me. So, in 2013, as part of I had this full crazy physical, I did a stress test and passed with flying colors. And they had me run on this treadmill for
karate.
I was like, yeah, because we moved the bunk beds. They had me run on this treadmill for a minute, and then I had to run over to this the patient table, and I had to lie on my side and hold my breath as long as I could while they baby ultrasounded my. It was so weird, but yeah, dude, seriously, and that's how they did that. So they're both telling me, they go, oh yeah, that's not what you do now. Now they put you in an IV, and they pump these drugs into you that speed your heart up and simulate. Yeah, right? Did you say Jesus? Yeah, that's what I said, dude. That simulate you exercising, so you don't even have to run or do anything.
I wouldn't want that in me.
That's what I said. I said I don't want to just be sitting there on a bench or whatever I'm on there and hooked up to stuff, and all of a sudden my heart just starts going. No. And he's like, well, that's just, that's just,
Is that what they do for when you're older and you can't quite?
So I look it up, of course, and there's two types. Now it's just like walking on the treadmill and light running, but nothing like that before. But for people that can't exercise or the elderly or the disabled, that's the way they do it. Well, that ain't me, Dad. I understand they give it to Nani on Wheels or, Shuffles, my dad, but I can pop squared. So that freaked me out. So anyways, I guess the moral of the story is I got bear hugged World Series style. We'll see if I'm imminently dying or not in a few months, which is super urgent, right? You think you want to know that? I'm just saying. Remember, I was saying if my plane goes down, if between now and I don't know which is worse, keeling over from a heart attack or having a massive stroke. I've thought about that. If I had a massive stroke, that's it, career's over, everything's done. Yeah,
I would say looking at the Ark of the Covenant would be.
That is. We should debate that later. But if all that happens, I'm just saying there's a thing in the tailpipe, banana in the tailpipe with this whole thing, right? I've 2 to 3 months. Get out of here. Come on, can't you can do stress tests or what? 20 minutes. Psh, That's 3 an hour in one room. That's 24 a day. You're telling me we have that many lined up, So moral of the story is that, and then also I'm hat tip to ChatGPT, man. Like I plugged all my stuff in and then she ended up, because it's a girl, giving me like 8 questions to ask the doc, of which 2 of them
in a gangster voice.
No, I did Chewbacca, Doctor. One of them resulted me getting off medication I shouldn't have been on, and the other one resulted. Oh yeah, and they're going to they're sending out they're going to do another 2-week sample now without me being sick and all that crap. So two questions I asked that were unprompted that the doc didn't, got me a retake of my whatever, and then also got me off that med. So I hat tip ChatGPT.
You switcch the samples.
Yeah, now it's Provacid.
Nice.
We will also, I'm sure, be talking today a little bit, even though we're a sports show. Dolly Parton passed away yesterday. Maybe the last universally loved person to ever to grace the earth. That's going to be a question we have. Would you agree with that, Chris? Universally loved?
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn it. What would I have said?
I was sure, and I'm going to lose a little money on this, I was sure you were going to be the one guy that would have, like, she didn't tip someone in 1954
she was very generous.
Or attended a meeting of the something or I figured you'd be the one guy that was like, I mean, she was fine.
Dolly Parton was my favorite billionaire.
I blew that one.
Billionaires.
I blew that one bad.
Because she never became a billionaire.
Dolly Parton.
Yeah, shout out to the proletariat.
So we'll be honoring her in only our way, only the way we can. Saw a lot of Kenny Rogers yesterday too because of Dolly Parton. So we'll do that and more. Tim Plow going to Shredville. He's coming on at 6:44. The PGA has a new format, and LeBron James kicking up some dust when it comes to my favorite stories going on right now, the finances of sports. We'll get to all that. So glad you're with us right here on Sactown Sports.
Take Sactown Sports with you everywhere you go with the Sactown Sports app. The most in-depth coverage of the Kings and 49ers. A library of written and video content. And all your favorite personalities all in one place. Download the Sactown Sports app today and get in on the action. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Bonnie.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA3 Weather Center for your Wednesday, framing up plenty of sunshine after a comfortable kickoff to the day. Today's going to run hotter. Make sure you have a heat plan on a day like this. Valley high temperatures peaking in the range of 96 to 100 degrees. Get the latest forecasts on the KCRA3 News and the KCRA3 app.
Freedom is an unclogged toilet. Right now, get any drain cleared for just $17.76. Plus a full camera inspection. Plumbing, electrical, heating, and air, Bonnie.com. Some restrictions apply. Must have accessible clean out. License 696355.
Hey there, Mark and Tom, the travel and entertainment guys with you. Brought to you by Sports Leisure Vacations. Time for our weekly travel tip. And with it, here's Mark.
I received an email from a hotel I recently stayed in asking for a review on their website. Then they proceeded to tell me all the reasons they were perfect and why I should say just that. Maybe I'm alone here, but I resent businesses asking for a review, especially when they coach me as to what to say. I didn't respond to the request, even though things were fine during my stay. Nothing spectacular or notable, but no issues. Here's my point. In most cases, those glowing online reviews you see are of little value. Now they can even be generated by AI. What could be of value are the bad reviews. Look for the same issue being mentioned over and over. It won't tell you what the hotel or restaurant is good at, but it will give you the downside, which sometimes can be more important than the fake 5 stars.
More tips to make you a smarter traveler. Saturdays at 11 a.m. right here on Sactown Sports 1140.
The groundbreaking Advanced FUE treatment from Advanced Hair is finally here in Sacramento and the Bay Area. Some of you might have a receding hairline or thinning, or if you're lucky, a bald spot. Thankfully, you no longer have to travel far to get the very best in hair restoration. Advanced Hair has decades of experience using breakthrough technology that regrows your own natural natural hair, even in the places where it's disappeared for years. It's a simple one-day treatment, and your new hair, it begins regrowing the very next day. And the best part, it's guaranteed to grow for life. In celebration of Advanced Hair's grand opening in Sacramento and the Bay Area, get special financing, 250 free hair grafts, and $250 off. Schedule your free consultation to find out if you qualify. 916-314-HAIR. The best team in technology in hair restoration are finally here. 916-314-HAIR, or become inspired with before and afters at advancedhair.com.
Hey, Sactown, High Flyer here. Something big is coming. DraftKings Games Day arrives a massive deal, exclusive deals, and all-day celebration built for fans in sports. The countdown has begun. All roads are leading to game day. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in all 50 states, from California to Florida. DraftKings Game Day is the kickoff of a new season, new era, and big day in sports history. Get ready to celebrate new DraftKings customers. Sign up with code SACTOWN. Spend $5 to get $200 in rewards within 21 days. That code, once again, SACTOWN. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Event trading offers by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Tradings involve risk of loss, market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click-to-claim issued in non-withdrawable prediction dollars that expires in 1 year. Terms, dkng.co/predictions promo. Nationwide based on sportsbook, predictions, and free-to-play sports contest availability. Varies by state.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years. I owed the IRS a lot of money.
Louie was in deep trouble.
We're going to take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay. They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $3 billion for their clients.
Optima Tax, they help me. They calm me down. They make me feel comfortable, and I trust them.
Louie has a lot to be thankful for.
I don't owe the IRS anymore, and I'm able to live a comfortable life, a lot better life. It was because of Optima Tax.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Take it from Louie.
If you owe the IRS, don't go it alone. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-375-2322. 800-375-2322. 800-375-2322.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
You know, I used to think all money managers were the same until I spoke with Fisher Investments.
Really? How different are they?
Fisher's investment counselors are dedicated to service, not sales, keeping clients up to date on their portfolio.
Well, they probably just invest in a bunch of mutual funds like I do.
Nope. They build a tailored portfolio based on their clients' personal goals, helping them stay on track for a comfortable retirement.
Well, they must make commissions selling products.
Actually, Fisher doesn't sell any commission-based products. They're a fiduciary, and they believe that's a conflict.
Then they have some kind of complex fee structure.
Nope. Fisher has a simple, transparent fee that's a percentage of their client's portfolio. So they do better when their clients do better.
It sounds like Fisher really is different.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Fisher Investments. Clearly different wealth management. Learn more at fisherinvestments.com/different. Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
Dave, they call it the nuclear stress test. I had one done at Sutter a year ago. They told me it was a very low dose of nuclear chemicals and would not harm me. Somebody tells me, and I did read this, if somebody says to me, we're giving you a nuclear stress, I'm not doing
I don't like
it.
the sound of that.
I'll just keel over.
Any part of that.
Not having nuclear chemicals. I should have. Aaron is on fire this week. He really, really is. I liked when people are on generational runs, I like to point it out. He really is on one this week. He's absolutely correct. Should have asked the cardiologist how long you'd remain conscious had your heart been removed like in Temple of Doom. It's so true. I had an expert right in front of me.
Well, is that funny you said that? My thesis was on the deaths of wouldn't that have been great?
Yeah.
The Indiana Jones characters.
Yeah, by the way. Yeah. All right, what do we got here? Okay, we got enough time. So, no, we don't. What do we got here? I'm looking at 6 minutes. What do we got here? So I get out.
Probably less,
Coach. Okay, so all right. Can I do this in 4 minutes? So no, I can't. But I'll get to a little bit of it. One of the stories that came out yesterday, the headline was that LeBron James, prior to and Bloomberg broke this story. LeBron James, prior to joining the Lakers, his company, King James, whatever the hell it's called, borrowed $300 million from a pair of Midwestern life insurers advised by an arm of Guggenheim Partners. Okay, so that's the headline.
Okay.
Jason, this has become like my side hobby now. I am watching, and I've learned more about finance and how a lot of the stuff works in the last week than I have in my entire life, and it is fascinating. And what it really goes down to is, and I think we talked about this a lot last week with the Mark Walter Dodgers Lakers stuff. This is going to be the biggest story in sports for the foreseeable future, and I think is just the beginning of pulling the lid off of a whole can of worms when you're talking about how these teams are financed, the leveraging of the ownership itself, how the funds are created, what we define, and starting with Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers and why that's taken so long. And we have posited that Steve Ballmer is saying, if I go down, you all go down, because everybody does this crap when it comes to salary cap circumvention, which is a very ambiguous thing. This is going to be, whether it's Matt Ishbia of the Suns, Mark Walter, obviously, with the Lakers, Chelsea, the Dodgers. You have all this private equity coming into the NBA with limitations, but still there's billions of private equity in here that is helping to soar the value of these assets that normally don't make a ton of sense. Sports are not like any other business because the consumers, for example, Kings fans, if you went to a restaurant and out of 42 years, 36 of those years, the hamburgers were horrific, that restaurant would have closed a long time ago. But you don't see people rolling around like buying the new Statement Edition McDonald's jersey and saying, yeah, man, McDonald's is better than Burger King, let's fight. Like, sports is a different thing.
Yeah.
So the headline is LeBron James, dead. I think that and we'll talk about this a lot more in detail. So LeBron did nothing. There's nothing illegal there. LeBron did not. This is something that's incredibly interesting when an athlete, what LeBron effectively did is he took his future assets and said, instead of me getting paid on Nike forever and waiting for this money to come in, I want to borrow on that money right now so that I can work it, invest it, buy businesses. The Guggenheim thing is interesting because those funds were in part funded by life insurance companies whose investments, their intake of your dues, if you will, your payments, they get reinvested. So these companies make money. They were advised by Guggenheim. Well, this was, to be clear, before Mark Walter bought the Lakers, years before Mark Walter Guggenheim bought the Lakers. The issue that a lot of people are missing, though, that I think is worthy of exploring is the public face of the Lakers and the GM, basically, at the time, the president of basketball operations, is Magic Johnson, who was partnered with Guggenheim over at the Dodgers at the time. So the question is going to be, was this an example of probably legal, weirdly enough, salary cap circumvention to help get LeBron? Hey, here's $300 million we'll hook you up with our buddies right here. Here's who we talked about this, Kevin Durant and the Warriors and a lot of other things. So stay tuned. We'll have a lot more on that, but I highly suggest if you're into this stuff, you read and start watching, because it will be a massive topic for the next foreseeable future. We'll take a break. When we come back, head football coach Tim Plow, ahead of the UC Davis season. He joins us for the first time this year next.
SactownSports.com is your online home for sports in Sacramento. Dive deep into the Kings, 49ers, Raiders, Giants, Athletics, and more with your favorite local personalities and some of the most trusted sports voices in the community. Stream Sactown Sports 1140. Watch original video content and read in-depth analysis all in one location. SactownSports.com. Your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy and founder of Wesley Financial Group, and I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney, and the truth is I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney, I'll apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. After 15 years and over 50,000 cancellations, I can tell you with confidence, we know how to get you out of your timeshare. Call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit guide absolutely free with all your options for cancellation. Attorneys, this was meant to be funny, so please don't sue me, especially my friend Kenneth from Black River Falls, Wisconsin.
Call now for your free timeshare exit info kit. 800-646-5959. That's 800-646-5959. 800-646-5959.
This summer, there are 250 reasons to join T-Mobile.
Girls trip? Booked. And switching to T-Mobile helped make it happen.
With Experience Beyond, switch and get $100 back. Plus, $650 in value in built-in plan benefits. That's $750 in your first year, guaranteed.
And honestly, that $100 back, I'm putting it towards the zip line.
Now that's how you do summer.
Exactly. Best switch I ever made.
This is just one reason to join T-Mobile this summer. There are 250 reasons. Find yours.
Savings based on the value of benefits included with Experience Beyond, like entertainment and 1 year of AAA Classic and Dash Pass on us. Benefits may require activation. See plan for details. Get $100 via virtual prepaid MasterCard with eligible port and no cash access and expires in 6 months. Issued by Sunrise Banks and a member FDIC. Allow 8 weeks.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Welcome to the end of summer sale at AutoZone. We're celebrating the end of long days and short nights with big deals for a short time. Like on Wash and Wax, you can get 3 Meguiar's products for just $20. Need new brakes? Duralast brake pads are free with the purchase of Duralast rotors. We've also got oil deals and more. We're ending the summer right with the end of summer sale at AutoZone. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Restrictions apply.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave. What's up? It's Matt George. What's good? It's Alan Stiles.
With the most trusted voices in the community.
This is Jason Ross.
Hey, it's Kayla Anderson.
It's Whitey Gleason.
Ready to help promote your business, both as partners and customers. All you have to do is ask. Pick up the phone, dial pound 250 and say, grow my business to get connected with a team member today. That's pound 250 and say, grow my business. Our team will review your product, quickly pair you with a perfect endorser, and create video and audio samples, all at no cost or obligation to you. With the most live and local on-air lineup, a dynamic content-driven website, and a state-of-the-art mobile app, Sactown Sports 1140 is tailor-made to help you connect with a sports audience in Sacramento. So why wait? Dial pound 250 today. Say, grow my business, and let us help take you to the next level.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
Seems as though casual players are always trying to balance the desire to hit the golf ball farther with shooting lower scores. Whether you hit a 270-yard drive or miss a 12-inch putt, they both count a stroke on your scorecard. Some of us will never hit the ball 270 yards, and trying normally leaves us well short and well right of the target. Seems as though improving our putting might be an easier way to shoot better scores. course. Putting is about confidence. It's about feeling the greens, seeing the line, visualizing the ball going in the hole, and making a confident stroke. Harvey Penick says, never, repeat, never allow yourself to think about what's riding on the putt, whether it's a major championship or just a 50-cent wager. Hit the putt as you've hit 10,000 putts in the past. Concentrate on imitating your final practice stroke, not on what will happen if you either miss it or make it. A positive mind will cure a lot of ills. Think about it. Really, think about it. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
On Sactown Sports.
All righty. Well then, Jason, you know how I have these benchmarks for both the fading of the sports year and the ascension.
We're in the ascension phase, aren't we?
We are in the ascendancy as we speak. And one of those benchmarks, if you will, is when we get a visit, well, or when, should I say, we visit Shredville, and we get to talk to, once again, our dear friend. I like to call him our dear friend. And the head coach of the UC Davis Aggies, which you can hear every game right here on Sactown Sports. Play-by-play, Scotty the Body Marsh.
Starting this weekend.
Starting
week 0.
This weekend. Absolutely. The 29th as UC Davis travels up to Oregon to take on Portland State. Coach Tim Plow joins us right now. Coach, it's Dave. It's Jason. Good morning.
Boys, this is new. We get to actually see each other.
That's right.
It took us just 2 years to figure out this part of it, which is nice. Look at these wonderful faces in the morning. I'm fired up.
Look at that. And now, I mean, I know, I don't know this for a fact, but I'm imagining you had your, it was just UC Davis boxers before because you didn't have to be on camera. Right. Now you got to put on a hat and all that stuff. So we apologize for that, but you look great. You look comfortable. How was your off season?
I really had a unique off season because my 10-year-old, he convinced the Davis Little League to allow me to coach in the spring. So they moved the schedule around so I could coach 10-year-old Little League baseball. And we won the city championship. Which means I have to coach the all-star team. They told me, don't worry, we never win. We always lose early on. So I said, great. And then we got all the way to the sectional championship, and we lost on a Monday, and I started camp on a Thursday. So I had no vacation. We just coached baseball all summer.
But a time of your life, I'm sure, with your son.
No doubt. Unbelievable. Yeah.
Are you a better baseball coach or a football coach?
Good question, yeah.
I know. Someone asked me after, they're like, hey, if the salaries were the same, would you give it up and just coach Little League? And I said, man, this team's pretty good. If I could stick with these guys all the way through, we might win some games.
Is it more of kind of a – maybe you're finding now it's a little bit of a relief to go from – the egos and the agendas and the prima donna stuff that we always get with Little League, and now you get to kind of edge into the easier part of coaching, which is high-level college athletics?
Well, I do say you talk to a lot less parents in college athletics. That was the biggest thing I remember. We lost a game in Little League, a close game, and the game was over, and one of the players' grandmas came up and said, "You really let us down today." And I said, "Yeah."
Gotta love that.
We'll keep working. We'll keep working and getting better.
It's really difficult. I'm sure it's happened to get ejected as a coach in football, but it happens in baseball. Any ejections or any warnings from the umpires for you?
Man, I got a great story. We had a young man who's one of my favorite kids ever. He's kind of bats later in the lineup, and his mom bought him a new bat for his birthday. And he comes up, he gets his first hit of the year. He smokes one of the outfield. We're all cheering for him. And then the umpire goes, "Hey, Coach Plow, come here real quick." He says, "This bat's illegal." And I said, "What do you mean?" He's like, "It doesn't have the right stamp on it. I don't know." I said, "So what happens?" He goes, "Well, we're supposed to throw you out of the game because you allowed an illegal bat."
Wow.
And I said, "So what are we going to do?" And he's like, "Is it okay if we throw you out of the game?" And I said, "Yeah, man, run me. Throw me out of here." So I did get ejected.
So I think I know the answer to this, but if you're getting thrown out, it's probably the only time you're ever going to get thrown out of Little League. Was it just a quick? I'm imagining it was just a quick, friendly, what it sounded like conversation, and then you kind of went about your merry way. Or did any part of you want to ask him, hey, if you're going to throw me out, fine, but I'm going to need the toss.
No, well, the other thing is, I don't know if it's everywhere, but in Davis, most of the umpires are 13 years old.
Oh.
They have the kids. So the kid was more nervous than anybody to throw out Coach Plows. He was like, is it okay if I throw you out of the game? And I was like, yeah, man, let me have it. Like, throw me out of here.
That's pretty good for – I mean, look, we're not happy you got thrown out, but that aside, you got to kind of admire the gonads on the kiddo.
I need to look at him as a future football player.
Absolutely. That's leadership.
Yeah.
Like, these are the principles. These are the rules. I'm standing with the head coach at UC Davis.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter if it's him or Fred, Billy's dad, who's an accountant on the side. Rules are rules, and coach, you got to go. That's got to be admirable.
No doubt. And you know what? My 10-year-old was really the manager anyway. So,
did you show the kids boxing matches before big games too?
No, but I'll tell you this: have you guys heard of the Game Changer app?
No.
Like that so that's how they do these youth sports now. Everyone's kind of on this app. And during All-Stars, we had lost a game, and so we were kind of in an elimination game. And so I sent them a motivational video where I gave a powerful speech about, how the lion is the king of the jungle and it's time to play like lions today. And all the parents told me after, they were like, hey, thanks for that. Our kids didn't sleep all night before the game. I don't know if they're ready to play.
Oh, my God, that's great.
I had to get my coach speech ready. But we won and kept it rolling.
I wish that was available publicly.
I know.
Just listen to that every morning when we wake up. Well, good for you. Good for you. Great offseason sounds like. And really, if nothing else, reminds you what coaching is all about. Not that you needed that help. Oh, by the way, before we're going to get into Davis and all that, but I did want to ask you, because we haven't spoken to you since. I would imagine you took a little bit of interest, and maybe, I would hope, a little bit of personal pride watching the NFL draft last spring and seeing the kid, I forget his name, that got drafted number 1 overall.
Oh, Fernando Mendoza?
Yeah.
Who's that guy?
Yeah, who's that guy? That what a great moment.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool, the guys that you kind of, through your career, you kind of run into these players that end up shaping you as a coach. And, my time with Fernando was really special. He just sent me a text the other day and really was texting so he could talk to the boys. But just a unique guy and a great reminder of just, if you have belief in yourself and you're willing to work hard, man, anything's possible. Because when I got to Cal, Fernando Mendoza, no one even knew his name. No one even thought about him, and he turned himself into what he is now. And but yeah, I think about guys like him and Khalil Shakir on the Bills, and just guys that I was watching Hard Knocks last night, and George Halani is one of the running backs for the Seahawks, and you just see these guys. And but yeah, Fernando's a very special dude, special to the family for sure.
Real quick, we play his interviews all the time, and and he's such a breath of fresh air. And we know the world we live in. You're already seeing a tiny bit of it, but at some point, there's going to be the whole he's too nice. Yeah. This is too
perfect.
This is too perfect. Is this an act? How is he now? You would know, and look, full disclosure, you're not going to come on and be like, yeah, he's a fraud, but you're not going to lie to us either. I just was hoping you might reinforce for us real quick that what you see is, I'm sure, what you get with Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah, I mean, he is exactly what you see, what you get. And I think the funniest thing that I remember is when he used to come over to the house, my wife and I would be exhausted when he left. Like, we would just be like, pass out on the couch because he never stopped talking and complimenting and telling, oh, this is a great house. Oh, Mrs. Plow, this is the best meal I've ever had.
Oh,
I mean, he would just go nonstop. They'd be playing with the kids in the backyard. It's time for bed. Oh, come on, let's have one more shot. It was just, Fernando, you got to leave. We gotta move on.
That's great.
But he's like that. He's like that all the time. And the truth is, even though it's different, it is a breath of fresh air. And ultimately, his teammates always rally behind him because he is who he is, right? Yeah. He's got great poise and great character, and I think his teammates always respond to that.
Coach, I know talking to you the last couple of years as you get ready to start your season on Saturday, you always kind of start with the first goals and then move as, you've got bigger goals as the year goes on. And one of those always is to win the Big Sky Conference. You guys are always competitive in that. You're one of the projected favorites. How about opening up week 0, like the first game? It's, 9-game schedule now in the Big Sky. The challenge of playing a conference game, not knowing what you've got going into week 1.
Well, I love that it's a 9-game conference. I think that's awesome because the Big Sky is such a competitive league that, and it's really hard for West Coast teams to schedule games in the FCS level. We either got to go, like last year, we had to go all the way to Mercer or whatever. And it's like, if we can eliminate the stress of trying to find games to play, then that helps us. Whether or not it's a conference game, to me, it's just more about good competition. You know that every team in the league is going to be difficult. But yeah, that every game in the conference is important. For us, we've always said if you want to win the Big Sky, you got to win all your home games. In the last 2 years, we've been close to winning the conference, but we lost one home game along the way. So we got to win our home games, and then you got to win a weird game on the road. 2 years ago, we had a weird game in Portland that we pulled off.
Yeah.
So you just got to figure out what that game is going to be. Last year, we had to play Northern Colorado with our backup quarterback, and so there's always a weird game on the road you got to figure out, and then you got to win your home games. And so every time you go to Portland, they're going to get a good opponent, and they're going to play hard, and they got a new staff. And so we have no idea what they're going to do. And it's kind of more about us and less about them. And let's just see how well we can play, and hopefully we play our best.
I hope you do too, Coach, because last time I was in Portland, Jason, remember I told you the story as we wrap up. I went to Voodoo Donuts. You remember that?
Yep.
And I had a UC Davis polo on, and they took my order from behind the counter. And as they were delivering it to me, it was kind of a person had like purplish hair, looked at the logo, and they took a cup of scalding hot coffee and threw it right in my face. I had some burns. I had to go to the doctor and all that. And they said, screw the Aggies, Portland State. And I walked out. I got treatment. I came home. I was 12 years old. I was 12 years old when that happened, Coach, and I've never let it go. So do me a favor when you get out there this weekend. I know you're doing your motivational speeches and all that. Avenge me if you can. I'd love nothing more than to see those guys go down.
Well, the first time us being face to face, now seeing your face, the coffee incident makes sense.
Yeah,
like, now I can see what happened.
That's getting clipped up, Coach.
But hey, we're fired up, man. We are fired up to go down there.
Love it.
What joy you guys have brought me, so I can see you guys every week now instead of just hear you.
Love it,
man. It's football season, boys. Let's go find some joy and see if we can put one together and get this thing all the way to the end this year.
Shredville goes to Oregon. We'll be rooting for you guys. Have a wonderful trip. Safe weekend. We'll talk to you next week, Coach. Thanks.
Boys, we'll see you.
All right, take care. That is Coach Plow. You never leave without a smile.
Little League coach.
Little League Coach Plow. Also on the side does some UC Davis as well. Yeah. We'll take a break. That hour kind of flew by.
Yeah, it did.
When we come back, 3 for Madness, brought to you by Advanced Hair Restoration. Dolly Parton passed away yesterday. We have some thoughts there. Scott Perry and Ben Simmons. I put a poll out, Sam Amick style. Hello. And Live Golf. Done as we know it. We didn't get to that yesterday. We'll get to that a little bit today. All of that coming up next.
Football is back.
This is Sactown, baby!
And Sactown Sports 1140 is your home for primetime NFL games this season.
This is Kevin Harlan of Westwood One. Catch all the NFL primetime action.
Catch Monday, Thursday, and Sunday night football, international games, the NFL playoffs, and the Super Bowl right here on Sactown Sports all season long. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Elk Grove Honda.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA3 Weather Center for your Wednesday, framing up plenty of sunshine after a comfortable kickoff to the day. Today's going to run hotter. Make sure you have a heat plan on a day like this. Valley high temperatures peaking in the range of 96 to 100 degrees. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
At Elk Grove Honda, we've acquired some of the best pre-owned cars we can find. Whether you purchase a new Honda or a like-new pre-owned Honda, Elk Grove Honda has the right Honda at the right price. In the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 and Elk Grove Boulevard, or elkgrovehonda.com.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
Hi, I'm Justin Gingery. One of the most common questions I receive is, what makes us different from other law firms? At Gingery, Hammer & Associates, we handle your case from beginning to the end. Whether your case reaches a settlement, whether it must go into litigation, or whether it has to go all the way to trial, we will be with you along the entire way. And because we are committed to your case, we are as invested as you are in making sure you get the outcome you deserve.
When you get an injury, just call Gingery.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown, 411 16th Street, and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Progressive knows that for business owners, vacations hit different. But hey, at least you finally took a vacation. And look at that. You only answered 53 calls, 84 emails, onboarded one new hire, and covered for Chris while he's out on paternity leave, and you did it all from a kayak. Because you, my friend, know how to relax. All right, you may not know how to take a day off, but you do know both your personal and business auto insurance needs can be covered in one place with Progressive. So at least that's relaxing, right? Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states or situations.
T-Mobile is launching something no other wireless network offers. Introducing Nothing. Pay nothing today and walk out of the store with a new phone.
What did he say?
Nothing.
You definitely said something about nothing.
Exactly. Go to T-Mobile, pay nothing up front, and leave with a new phone.
Wait, nothing rules.
She gets it.
Hey, thanks for nothing.
For the first time ever, switch to T-Mobile, pay nothing. No taxes, no fees, no money down. And walk out with a new phone. There are 250 reasons to choose T-Mobile, and now nothing is holding you back.
On eligible devices with qualifying credit plan and 36-month finance agreement.
Hey, Sactown, High Flyer here. Something big is coming. DraftKings Games Day arrives a massive deal, exclusive deals, and all-day celebration built for fans in sports. The countdown has begun. All roads are leading to game day. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in all 50 states, from California to Florida. DraftKings Game Day is the kickoff of a new season, new era, and big day in sports history. Get ready to celebrate new DraftKings customers. Sign up with code Sactown. Spend $5 to get $200 in rewards within 21 days. That code, once again, Sactown, in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Event trading offers by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Tradings involve risk of loss, market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click to claim issued in non-withdrawable prediction dollars that expires in 1 year. Terms, dkng.co/predictions promo. Nationwide based on sportsbook, predictions, and free-to-play sports contest availability. Varies by state.
Everyone loves to be outside, and so do mosquitoes. Protect yourself against mosquitoes and West Nile virus by following these simple tips. At least once a week, look around your yard and drain stagnant water from any containers where mosquitoes can breed. Remember to use an effective mosquito repellent, especially at dawn and dusk when mosquitoes are most active. Close all doors and be sure screens are in good working condition. At the Mosquito and Vector Control District, we're here to help. Visit us at fightthabite.net.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Back to school starts now. Get long-lasting battery life on the Dell XPS laptop powered by Series 3 Intel Core so you can work from anywhere. Now starting at $699 with exclusive student pricing starting at $599. Complete your setup with savings on select monitors and must-have electronics and accessories. Limited time deals and free shipping on PCs and more await you at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
High voltage
high-voltage live boxing action returns to the venue with Thunder Showdown number 5 on Saturday, September 5th. Uppercut Promotions lists 10 scheduled fights as a stacked lineup of pros presents a night of exhilarating boxing action you won't want to miss. You'll see some of Northern California's best pros, like undefeated fighters Kyle Lockenlale and Sergio Gonzalez, Sacramento heavyweight Blake McKernan, and much more. Don't miss Thunder Showdown number 5, Saturday, September 5th, coming to the venue at Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Fight card subject to change.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
Sactown Sports, 1140, your local sports leader. 3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross. Presented by Advanced Hair Restoration.
Here's question 1.
Hey, we have new music for this.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Days old.
Oh, okay. I didn't notice that. All right, coming up.
You're usually not in the room when it plays.
PGA unveils a new format. And so much more. So much more to come. So glad you're with us. 1-800-920-1140 is your phone line. 916-339-1140 is your text line. Hello to everybody in YouTube and everywhere else listening. And if you want to come out and see me, we'll have a not public appearance today up in the Bear River.
Question 2.
Wow. Jesus, dude. Okay.
A not public appearance?
Can't be doing that crap when I got
heart is sensitive.
problems. Yeah, I'm taking my son up to his. We have determined that because this is up by Auburn Meadow Vista, and plus I have the ability to go, so I'm going to be taking my son up to it. He's got a soccer game up there.
This isn't the one he's driving to.
No, that was yesterday, and he drove to that. It was fine. So he had a soccer game yesterday. He's got a soccer game today.
Yeah.
He's got a soccer game in Lafayette on Friday.
Okay. Back to back to back?
You're running these. One day off. 3 and 4 days.
Okay.
You're running these kids into the ground, coach.
He's fine. Mason loves it.
He's got a blister. He can it's like a trap door on his foot.
Avery.
Yeah, I mean,
you and Melissa don't.
We are blister free. Although I've got.
We have to protect yourself.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about.
Can't exercise right now.
My goodness, I do exactly. Which what a great excuse. I don't think that's not going to factor into housework.
Doctor's orders.
Doctor's orders. Sorry, I can do as long as housework doesn't get my heart going. 3 for madness. Question 1.
Dolly Parton passed away yesterday at 80. What was your favorite memory of her?
Oh, gosh, so many. And weirdly enough, most of them involve Kenny Rogers. There's a bit of a live performance in which Dolly surprises Kenny in the crowd she comes out of a tunnel in the crowd. And you can't see it, but I invite you. It's all over the place. The look on Kenny's face when he realizes it's Dolly's voice is just phenomenal.
Why don't you stay
deep in my soul?
I mean, they were, she had her husband and very faithful and all that stuff. But one of the cool things about yesterday and celebrating Dolly Parton was I saw a lot of Kenny Rogers. And I hadn't seen, Kenny passed a while back. Islands.
Big fan of both.
Oh, a huge fan of both. Grew up, my dad especially, listening to both. And Kenny just has that voice. Yeah. It's like a Snuggie. And they work so well together back, there's, and not to sound old head here, but no auto-tune, no nothing. Good old-fashioned harmonies. Written by Bob Seger, by the way, this song.
Did not know that.
I did not know that either until yesterday. And one of the things I've always said, look.
Well, I've heard him sing it. I didn't know he wrote it.
Right. He wrote the song.
And make the whole world sing.
One of the good things, I always say this about our heroes and loved ones, celebrities and all that, passing, is just a celebration of their lives. And the group of people that, here's another one. This is...
Ready for us to do our battle.
I am ready.
In the street.
This is their last performance together before Kenny passed. Looks different.
Yeah, but his voice.
Yeah. It's perfect. And they just had so much fun together. when it comes to favorite moments, you could go through her charitable contributions. You could go through her. She never took herself too seriously. Funny enough, one of the maybe one of her top 3 most famous songs, arguably her most successful song, was a song called "I Will Always Love You." That was a hit for her. She was just getting started in the business solo, and she wrote the song, and Elvis was going to record it, turns out. Elvis was going to record it, and then the last minute, his manager said, well, he'll record it, but he gets half of all residuals for life. And she, being a great businesswoman, said, yeah, I can't do that, and she was crushed. So she recorded it, did fine, whatever, and obviously she had a great career. It turns out when Whitney recorded it, Dolly got estimated over $10 million in residuals, and she took that money and reinvested it in the community. She has sent thousands of people to college. The charitable exploits are absolutely crazy, but maybe my favorite moment, and again, this is about her never taking herself too seriously and having a wonderful sense of humor. This is, I think, from the early 80s. She's on the Johnny Carson show. Now, with Dolly, and you and I were talking about this during the break, this is the jokes going around every playground. Dolly was famously top-heavy, let's put it that way, okay? Yeah. And that was the source of, a lot of jokes and joking and all that. And she always laughed with it, had fun with it. And here's Johnny Carson, as only Johnny could do. They're addressing that on the show back in the 80s. And I should probably unmute this. Why would I not? Oh, wait, that is unmuted. Why is that not playing, Chris? Oh, you know why it's not playing? Because I have it turned down. Here's Johnny Carson and Dolly Parton.
I've always been pretty well blessed. People are always asking if they're real. And
I would never. I would never, you see.
No, you don't have to ask.
I would not.
I'll tell you what. These are mine.
I have certain guidelines on the show. But I would give about a year's pay to peek under there.
They had a great relationship, too. Universally beloved, Jason.
Yeah.
She'll be missed.
I think you never truly know how the famous people really are.
Yeah.
In their real everyday life.
Yeah.
But everything she ever presented to the public seemed to be an authentic self that was very likable, lovable, friendly, charitable. Even I don't remember that many movies. 9 to 5, Steel Magnolias, a couple different. But like her characters felt like they were very similar to her. There was something even recently I remember seeing. I want to say it was just about 5 or 6 weeks ago, where I think she had a few little medical things going on and people were concerned. And then she went to like Instagram. She's like, oh, I'm good, everybody. And thanks for, but it just felt like it was genuine, like that she cared, that people cared about her, and she was very connected to her fans. And just, obviously talented, but seems very, very caring of people,
100%.
Which is just a wonderful testament to her.
And multi-generational. Down the hall, Cody, who's younger than we are.
Yeah, I know they're doing
younger than you are.
Yeah. And massive Dolly Parton fan. Mm-hmm. It really does and when you want to talk about universally loved here, and forgive me for putting my toe in, I'm just trying to make a point. Yesterday on social media, the President of the United States, Donald Trump, put out the following tweet. I'm very sad to report that Dolly Parton, one of the greatest country singers and far beyond ever, has just passed away. This is a true loss for millions of people. There's never been anyone like her and never will. In her honor, I am lowering the American flag throughout the United States for a 1-week period beginning tonight at 6 p.m. Rest in peace, Dolly. The world loves you, President Donald J. Trump. And right around the same time this message went out, we extend our deepest condolences to the family, friends, and fans of Dolly Parton, a hero of the working class and an inspiration to us all. While many of us were inspired by Dolly's famous song and role from the movie 9 to 5, showing that women and workers broadly deserve dignity and power, it is her broader life of advocacy that makes her a hero to us. The legacy of Dolly is commitment to a world of freedom and dignity for all, a legacy we intend to carry forward. And that was written by the Democratic Socialists of America. My point being, I don't think those two agree on a ton.
Not much.
And I do wonder, we'll get to this in our next segment, which we will continue to speak about Dolly Parton, but now we'll turn it onto the sports world.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know that I'm struggling to think of people still with us that will bring that type of universal love and acclaim when they do eventually pass. I can think of one maybe that we spoke about briefly yesterday, but even then, I don't think it's at a Dolly Parton level. So we'll talk about that. We got a lot more, some fun stuff when it comes to Dolly to get to later on in the program. Number 2, please.
Question 2.
Scott Perry watched Ben Simmons work out yesterday. Should he be the final roster spot?
Absent. Okay. By the way, all Ben Simmons bits aside, pull back the curtain here. As I've said many times to y'all who listen all the time, the Ben Simmons stuff with me is half bit. It is what it is. Do I think Ben Simmons is some diamond in the rough that's going to come here and rediscover his or anywhere and rediscover his all-star ways? No, I do not. He is 30 years old, and there are severe limitations there. What has always attracted me to the idea of Ben Simmons, and not necessarily here, but coming back, I like comebacks. And I especially like comebacks when I think people have been unjustly or unfairly. Look, Ben Simmons deserves all the sports criticism. I think it's safe to say his commitment to basketball certainly seems that it has waned a little bit here and there. But the way he was treated and thrown under the bus by Joel Embiid and Doc Rivers and a lot of his teammates in Philadelphia, and then the subsequent just abuse from fans and all that, like that I tend to side with anyone who does that. And I think we mostly here love to see comebacks, love to see redemption stories. And we talked about this the other day, whether it's Tiger Woods or Michael Vick or whoever. And Ben Simmons is guilty of none of that type of stuff. He's guilty of not taking a shot in Atlanta. I've always been, I would love that redemption story to happen here as much as anywhere. As far as him coming to Sacramento, here's my thing. To me, this is the exact type of move you do with a final roster spot. If he looked good in the workout, if you think there's something there, when you compare the other 3 guys that the Kings have been connected to publicly, Victor Oladipo, Elfrid Payton, and Cameron Payne, Ben's numbers career-wise, if you take all their career numbers together, just dwarf them. And that's not even counting his two all-defensive teams. If you have the opportunity to grab a 6'11 guy who can play point guard 5 positions, distribute the ball, and there's that potential there, and it's your last roster spot on a vet minimum for a team that's expected by Vegas and others to win either 21.5 or 19 games, I saw people getting up in arms, and it's why it's one of my favorite topics, because I do not understand the passion behind the don't do it. He never committed a crime. This is a crap team with one end roster spot on a vet minimum. The risk is absolutely infinitesimally small. And worst case scenario, you sign the guy to a vet minimum, he stinks, and you cut him by Christmas. There's almost zero risk, but for a team like the Kings to be able to grab something like that and have it turn into a workable asset, plus the possible feel good in a season that's going to suck anyways, what the hell are people worried about? I put a poll out yesterday. Big response, over 1,000 votes.
I know I'm shamelessly pumping the poll here.
It's still almost 5 hours to go on it. I asked of those 4 players, Jason, who would you sign between those 4? Yeah, I was very surprised at the results. Honest to God, I was. 3% say Elfrid Payton. 13% Campaign, 23% Victor Oladipo, 61% said Ben Simmons, which tells me the loud minorities tends to do their thing in this one. There's no real risk. I don't care. Sign him or don't sign him, but if they sign him, I'm not going to freak out.
You can't change the poll question, but I almost wish the 5th was other. To see. No, because the framing of it, I would point. Of the 4, I would say Simmons as well, because of the framework of where this team is.
Yes.
Of the 4 that have been suggested, I think where the Kings are, what we expect them to be, is not a very good basketball team. That's the expectation.
That's right.
So I think if that's your 4 candidates and that's truly what you're looking at, I think he is the biggest, not even really risk, but the potential reward.
That's it.
So that's why I would lean there. But my reservations would be, I think it will be really hard to get the reward. Past would suggest you won't get the reward, but that doesn't mean you don't do it. But I also then would say, if you're not going to be that good of a team, who's the Ben Simmons equivalent that I don't know? I couldn't even name you that's like, oh, this guy from Hofstra is a reach.
Yeah.
But we're putting him as the 15th guy. But there's a chance.
That's right.
So maybe, and then he's 20.
Yes.
You know, like I feel like they should be looking at more of those kind of things, but we're still talking about probably one of the last spots, if not the last spot, a minimally played player. And I also go back to what's the question? We think it's Acuff's spot, his team. What do you want from that position? And if you're truly looking for a veteran leader that you think will help him, then you go down that road. But if it's also, hey, we might also find a gem, a diamond in the rough somewhere, let's use that roster spot on that person. So I don't know. But of the choice, yes, Ben Simmons would be mine too.
I think
of those 4.
I think you bring up all valid points, and I think it is an incredible risk. Incredible risk in the sense that you're right. Like getting that gold at the end of the rainbow is not just skill-wise and mental-wise. I'm not really worried about the skill. I'm more mental.
Yeah, he
I'm
has
more worried
the
about
skill.
Yeah, the skill's there. It's the mental, and it's the back.
Right.
Bringing on a 6'11" guy that can distribute, he's taller than DeMontis Sabonis.
Yeah.
And he's averaged over 7 assists a game on 56% shooting for his career. To bring somebody like that off the bench that can distribute but also guard, he instantly becomes the best defender on the team.
Well, he's also not, I don't know what he made at his peak, $25 million Ben Simmons.
That's
he would
right.
be very minimal.
Probably vet minimum non-guarantee. Right. I mean, financially, almost no commitment. You're giving up nothing for him. And look, either way, if you don't want, if that's not your cup of tea, fine. It's more fascinating than Ben Simmons coming here to me, probably, or as fascinating, is just, as I said earlier, the absolute dramatics and pearl clutching that I'm seeing from some Kings. I do not like our guy Camp in the chat. I just saw this. He says, if Simmons is signed, I sign off.
Really? That's the deal breaker?
Like, what the hell are you talking about? Are you? I mean, maybe he's just trolling. I don't think he is, though. Like, are you really?
So, Elfrid Payton, you're good.
I'm fine. Elfrid Payton, no problem. But Ben Simmons, that's the line. 21.5 wins, terrible roster. We don't know if we have a good coach or not. This, that, 9. No, if you sign Ben Simmons to a veteran minimum contract, that's it.
Yeah, I don't understand
what are you talking about?
It may not be your favorite choice, but that shouldn't be, like, it's not a... Yeah,
it's like some people are acting like, well, if we sign Ben, well, there goes the guys. They're going to suck next year. There's no, and I'm the guy that made the argument take the over last year or yesterday. They're going to suck next year badly with, at best, clumps of potential good, clumps of, I can see a light at the end of the tunnel. That's what we're looking for next year. Bringing Ben Simmons in the 15th roster spot. Put your damn pearls down. Stop being so dramatic. Jesus. It's part of the reason I want him to come here. Honest to God, part of the reason I want him to come here is watch the meltdowns and just point at everybody melting down. What the hell is your problem?
Right.
Dummy. Jesus. Get the freak over it. It's like Ben Simmons killed a dog. Well, a bad example. We just talked about Michael Vick. Kicked a baby.
That's fine.
I mean, I'm just saying, I wanted to come up with something non-specific. Well, that was actually very specific. Number 3, please, very quickly.
Question 3.
It sounds like Live Golf is done as we know it. What should the postmortem be for golf fans?
I think Live Golf was fantastic for the PGA when it's all said and done. And let's look at the downside. The downside was John Rahm, Dustin Johnson, Bryson DeChambeau, and a few others, the Martin Keimers of the world. Phil Mickelson was going to find a way to screw himself up anyways. Greg Norman will probably be persona non grata forever. The downside is pulling some of that talent out. But what did it do? It got the PGA out of a monopolistic way of thinking. It ushered in a new CEO that's more forward-thinking than Jay Monahan was, in my opinion. It absolutely grew purses by a massive amount. Signature events. It forced the PGA to really evolve. And I think the 4 or 5 years or whatever it's been of Live Golf and the struggles that it brought in the long run is going to make the PGA much better, not just for the players and the talent, but really for the fans. We're going to talk about that at 7:43. They announced a new format for their playoffs starting next year that we can visit on. But I think Live Golf was the burr in the saddle of the PGA that ultimately caused them to do a lot of very good things, I think. So on the surface, yeah, it sucked. Terrible. Live Golf, whatever. But I think in the overall scoreboard, I think it actually boosted golf up.
Yeah, and one other sidebar of this that I think happened for the PGA is we saw a star just really evolve in Scottie Scheffler. And a lot of the great talent amongst the sport was playing in the other tour. So Scheffler really took off, but if they all come back, if they get some sort of agreement on what, those things have to happen if this all resolves itself, does Scheffler stay at that level where it's like, man, he's probably the favorite almost every week. He doesn't win every week, but he's one of the favorites. But now Rahm's back. And is Scheffler really that? Has he separated, or was it part of the crowded thinned a little bit?
Yeah.
That's a question that we'll only find out if they're all together again.
Did you happen to see the induction in Nota Begay yesterday? Tiger Woods sent a video. He was the Payne Stewart Man of the Year. Tiger Woods sent they go all the way back to Stanford. Yeah. Noda had a great line we might play later about how he was talking about the Stanford coach who recently passed away and how he was the coach of one of the most successful college teams of all time, who went on to have, I think he said we went on to have 86 PGA Tour wins, and the joke there being Tiger Woods had like 84 of them. Tiger Woods, man, I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying a lot of people, huge Tiger fan. I am, and a lot of other people saw the video. Either he was sick, or there's I don't know. He looks weak and old, like jarringly old. And I hope everything's okay with him. We'll take a break when we come back. On the day after Dolly Parton passes away, we talked about her legacy a little bit. Universally loved. Who alive today would get that sort of anything close to universally loved goodbye, and any of those in sports? That's what I want to talk about next.
Follow Sactown Sports 1140 on Instagram and X at Sactown 1140 to see the best moments from all your favorite shows and up-to-the-minute live reactions and updates on the Kings, 49ers, and more. That's at Sactown 1140 on Instagram and X. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Bonnie.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA3 Weather Center for your Wednesday, framing up plenty of sunshine after a comfortable kickoff to the day. Today's going to run hotter. Make sure you have a heat plan on a day like this. Valley high temperatures peaking in the range of 96 to 100 degrees. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA3 News and the KCRA3 app.
Bonnie presents the end of summer AC tune-up, and it's just $19.99. A thorough once-over, check performance, even catch potential problems. So when summer hits next year, you're ready to roll. Limited time offer, Bonnie.com. Summer restrictions apply. License 696-355.
So, I need hamburgers, sodas, ice, and a DJ.
A DJ?
Relax, Pa. With T-Mobile, we're saving when we bundle home internet and phone lines.
Oh, wow! Here to bundle and save big. Stay connected con tu gente with 4 lines from T-Mobile. With fast, easy-to-set-up 5G home internet and save up to $1,000 a year. Switch now on T-Mobile.com/conectate. Savings based on third line free via monthly bill credits. Internet discount with $15 in monthly bill credits and auto-pay discount. Qualifying credit required. Credits will stop if you cancel any lines or change plans. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Sacramento's best selection, best quality, and lowest prices on kitchen and bath products are at the new Anova Cabinet and Stone. For a limited time, get stunning new quartz countertops starting at just $159. That's right, only $159 for gorgeous quartz countertops. Listen to this. For a limited time, cabinets for kitchens and bathrooms are up to 50% off. Yes, up to 50% off new cabinets. It's a must-see. The new Anova Cabinet and Stone at Florin Road and Highway 99. Learn more at AnovaCabinetStone.com.
Sleep Number's new collections are designed to adapt to the changing nature of your life and your sleep needs.
Whether it's the personalized comfort of the Comfort Mode mattress, the targeted pressure relief of the Comfort Next mattress, or the Climate Collection that actively cools or warms to help you fall asleep and stay asleep.
And now, all beds are on sale during our biggest sale of the year. Save 25% on the new Comfort Next Luxe for a limited time, only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-572-3344. That's 800-572-3344.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. Chad, tell me what's going on for the Make This the Summer Sales Event.
Right now, you can save up to $9,500 off MSRP on one of the most capable Jeeps on the road, the new 2026 Jeep Wrangler Willys. It's hard not to make good memories with this Jeep and all you can explore.
Ooh, those Willys are pretty cool. But what about something to move the family around with back to school season upon us?
We got you covered there too. Right now you can lease a new 2026 Jeep Grand Wagoneer for 36 months for only $759 per month, with only $54.95 due at signing. If you need something to help get the family moving, this is the Jeep to do it in style and luxury.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
$9,500 total net savings on new 2026 Jeep Wrangler Willys after dealer discount, factory incentives. Incentives may include $1,000 Hoblet trade-in assistance for eligible trade, $500 military first responder bonus cash for eligible members. Offer subject to residency verification. To this net savings, VIN number 296-919, 296-918. Grand Wagoneer lease on approved credit. 10,000 miles per year, 25 cents per mile over. Sample VIN 183978. MSRP $66,790. Excludes tax, title, and license fee. See dealer for details.
In the morning to get your sports fix.
Live and local.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Oh, I just got a text from somebody. Not, by the way, to be clear, non-Kings related. Non-Kings related. That watched Ben Simmons work out yesterday.
Okay.
Was told the overarching thought amongst those watching, and I don't know if that includes Scott Perry or anybody Kings or not, because there were multiple people there, was that he looked quite impressive. That was the quote.
Okay.
Ben Simmons looked quite impressive in his workout yesterday. You know it's not going to happen. I am fully in the camp. It's not. I'm not. I refuse to get. I got excited yesterday. I'm back to normal now.
Back to normal.
Now I'm not excited. He's going to sign with the, I don't know, Blazers. That's what I think. I just literally picked a team because Shaden Sharp got hurt. Maybe that's where he goes. I don't know why I picked the Blazers. Dolly Parton passed away yesterday. We have all kinds of anecdotes and interesting things we could share about Dolly. Real quick though. I thought I'd play this. Jack White of the White Stripes was doing a show in London yesterday. The news came out, and he came on stage, very dark, with a kind of a bluish hue. Is that, you got it? I didn't even mean to do that. That's from Eastbound and Down. Bluish hue on the stage. And he did a quick little cover, not the first time he's done this, of Jolene by Dolly Parton, which is pretty cool sounding.
Your beauty is beyond compare, with flaming locks of auburn hair, with ivory skin, eyes of emerald green.
It's very Doors-ish.
Your breath is like a tress of spring, your voice is soft like summer rain, and I cannot compete with you, Jolene.
Funny thing is, Jack White, I think won a Grammy for producing one of Loretta Lynn's albums. Very active in that scene. So I'm imagining he and Dolly were quite close. But as we explained earlier, universally beloved. I mean, universally beloved. And Craig in Wisconsin, thank you for the text at 916-339-1140. Just so you understand where we're going with this. So he has a perfect answer. somebody that would get universal love whenever that day comes. And by the way, let me just say once, hopefully not for a very long time for all these people, but locally, the equivalent would be a Gary Gerald.
Absolutely.
Like Gary Gerald.
Oh, yeah.
There is Gary Gerald's love in this community is Dolly Parton-esque. There's just one of those people where if they say anything against Gary Gerald, you know that person has a personal issue themselves that he is. But are there people in sports? Somebody brought up Michael Jordan. Now Michael Jordan's going to get weeks. I mean, honestly, it would not surprise me. Speaking of, if flags were lowered for Michael Jordan, but he's not going to get that. Michael Jordan has people. He has detractors. He has people. It might be affairs or an affair that he has, his personal life stuff. Who knows? It might be that he's not on the Dolly Parton level when it comes to universal acclaim.
I feel like in sport, like obviously sports tends to have differences. Teams, I don't like that team, so I can't like that player.
That's right.
The one thing that's seemingly universal is the Olympics.
Okay.
So would someone like Phelps or Biles?
Maybe Carrie Strug? Yeah, I think so. Crap, Mary Lou Retton's still with us, right? She just had a health issue, right? Yeah, like when Mary Lou Retton passes.
You know who's... he's a big name, but the sport's not as popular anymore. But like Roger Federer's pretty beloved.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, you're absolutely right.
Like just as
by everyone,
all time. Yeah. You know, he's everywhere, and I know this but isn't Shaq kind of loved?
No.
No.
Sorry. Call it his Queens. Did the whole song. Never tutored DeMarcus Cousins. I mean, hey, look, I'm gonna be sad when he passes, but not Dolly Parton. When you mention Shaq to me, the first thing I think about is the jovial big man, who's lived a hell of. You're absolutely right, and he is
spokesperson for everything now.
But then I never got upset at Dolly Parton for singing songs about the Kings, or not spending time with our young big man, or even being an owner of my team, which wasn't really his fault. I get that.
What's interesting is when it changes, when like maybe you're going down the road of being like they can do no wrong, and then something happens of significance, and then they're no longer like.
Yeah,
I think there was a time celebrity like Bill Cosby was there.
He absolutely. If Bill Cosby had suddenly passed away in 1986. He would have gotten Dolly Parton-esque love. You know?
Well, I think that's when the stories would start coming out.
After the fact. But like something,
no, for sure.
In the next 3 weeks, if stuff came out about Dolly Parton, then it's different. But I don't envision that.
When at the point of that, nothing had come out. He was America's dad.
Correct.
He was America's dad, and it broke the racial barrier, all of that stuff.
Money.
Wait, what?
American Dad.
Oh, yeah. I said America's Dad, but I'll allow it. Somebody put out a tweet, which actually it's pretty good. The Mount Rushmore of universally beloved people. Is it beloved or beloved? Beloved?
Oh, that's a good one I see on there.
Beloved.
Beloved.
Of people from the last 100 years or so. Fred Rogers, Mr. Rogers, Bob Ross, Joy of Painting, Dolly Parton. The fourth one he put on there is Steve Irwin. I don't think the Crocodiles universally loved him.
How about, I thought they were going to put Betty White.
Betty White is a fan-freaking-tastic answer. You're absolutely right.
See, I would say the difference is with Fred Rogers, he was gone for a long time.
Like, you mean out of the public eye? Yeah.
And Dolly Parton and Betty White were
stayed.
Yeah, you're right. Dolly put out. I remember. I think I actually played a little bit on the show. I think it was about 2 years ago. Dolly put out and I strongly suggest if you're going down the Dolly Parton road here, you give it a listen. She put out an album of covers and songs with all kinds of people that you would not. Here's a list of the duets she did of these covers. Like she did Every Breath You Take with Sting, Open Arms with Steve Perry, who we haven't heard him sing in forever. Magic Man with Ann Wilson, John Fogerty, Kid Rock, Steven Tyler, Stevie Nicks.
Okay, so not beloved.
Peter Frampton, Joan Jett, Chris Stapleton, Miley Cyrus. This is the same album. Pink, Brandi Carlile, Debbie Harry, Elton John, Melissa Etheridge, Lizzo, Rob Halford of Judas Priest, Simon Le Bon of Duran Duran, Sheryl Crow, Emmylou Harris, Pat Benatar, Michael McDonald, Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr, and that's it. One album. Like this was just a couple years ago, so she was still very active.
That's a good one. That's on your
Tony Gwynn.
Yeah.
Yes, Tony Gwynn was. Yeah, who didn't like Tony? Well, Kirby Puckett probably a little bit too.
Is would Tom Hanks be on there?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
No, he would not because
he wouldn't be because of.
There is a small look. I don't mind pissing these people off.
Conspiracy theories.
Yeah, there are conspiracies
about Tom Hanks.
Yes, yes.
I just don't go down those rabbit holes.
Yeah, if you go down that rabbit, if you go down that rabbit hole, make sure you're sitting down with your head against the wall to block your eyes from popping out of your skull when they roll back so hard.
Okay.
Where you're just like, these people all need mental help.
Gotcha. I know there are Hollywood stories about this person, like generosity, but like Keanu's apparently like a world-class person. That's but I don't know what's real there or not, but.
It's one of those, like we're getting it a lot with Dolly Parton, where you hear these stories that are just like never been like. I just saw the one. It was Bruce Valanche who wrote like a musical with her songs and stuff like that, and then she was writing like a Broadway show. So one of the things was like, hey, I'm writing this Broadway show. So once our deal is up with your show, like, you're done. And he said, this is like unheard of. She said, but keep doing the show and I will waive all my rights for her, what is that called?
Royalties.
Oh, yeah. And let them make all that money.
So the show could keep all the money from that.
Yeah.
So it's just like, who does that?
Nobody. No, she was phenomenal. This was the name I was thinking about in the last segment. Thanks on the chat. When Dick Van Dyke passes, I think he's pretty universal. I don't know if Dick Van Dyke has any enemies. Mary Poppins and all that. I wonder what. Speaking of, what about Mary Poppins?
Robin from the Cradle.
Well, yeah.
His 50-year-old wife.
Julie Andrews.
Carol Burnett.
Is Mary Tyler Moore? She passed, didn't she?
Yes.
Okay.
But see, like these are still people that they had their time and just
like Dolly
gone into private life.
Yeah.
Where do we stand with William Shatner? Like he's going to be largely celebrated for multiple generations or whatever. I'm just trying to think. This William Shatner.
I've always liked him.
Same, and he has reinvented himself 5,000 times over the years.
He'll always be the Rescue 911 guy to me.
Really, I actually, in all seriousness,
Boston Legal.
I was talking to
American Psycho too.
No, it was somebody who
All American Girl.
She did not even. She was like, "Oh, he was in Star Trek," and
small part.
I've never wanted to spit on somebody more than that. Like, really? No, he's the Boston Legal guy.
I didn't know he was the Star Trek guy.
You didn't know William Shatner?
Someone had to tell me. I didn't watch Star Trek.
But you were not. I mean, you also didn't watch the assassination of Abraham Lincoln, but you knew it happened.
He wasn't playing a different person.
I'm just saying. Well,
They don't teach you William Shatner in Star Trek.
You didn't
history
know
class.
William Shatner, even if you never watched it, that he was Captain James Tiberius
Why
Kirk.
would I?
Because it's a seminal.
Did you know I Love Lucille Ball was I Love Lucy?
Yeah, or did you know Jerry Mathers was Beaver? Did you know
No,
John
I didn't
Lennon
know who Jerry Mathers was.
Well, did you
Marshall's
grow up in
brother.
a box?
When
with,
would
like,
I ever
holes
see
poked
Leave
into
It to Beaver?
By going
Reruns.
outside. Yeah, Leave It to Beaver.
Going outside?
Reruns. Yeah, you go outside, Leave It to Beaver. Wally.
It's in the clouds.
The Pips. Yeah.
Gladys Knight.
No, Bill Murray will not be. I love Bill Murray, by the way, but no, Bill Murray has plenty. Bill Murray has plenty.
And I think too, he likes it that way. I don't think he wants to be beloved by all.
I agree with you. And as we go to break, this is an interesting one. I don't think there's got to be stuff out. I think he will be celebrated like a pope or a president or a world leader on a level. I think the celebration level will be, let's say, Princess Di, Queen Elizabeth level, if that makes sense. But I don't know if Paul McCartney will get the universal acclaim like
it'll
the
be pretty high.
Because
it'll be the Beatles tie. He's still going, singing. He's public.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's like above a celebrity death and whatever that world is of, whatever. We'll take a break. When we come back. All right. Got a number of things. Got some NFL notes we'll try to get to, including, hey, Brock Purdy, he's a check down merchant. Is he? We'll talk about that. And PGA unveils its new format. I have one burning question about that, though, I want to run by you, especially with your experience in that part of the business. We'll get to that next.
Like and subscribe to the Sactown Sports 1140 YouTube channel at Sactown Sports 1140 to get the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Matt and Kayla, and the Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles on demand and at your fingertips. Get your fix of the Sacramento Kings, 49ers, Giants, Athletics, NFL, NBA, and the latest in sports and entertainment all in one place at Sactown Sports 1140 on YouTube. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
The groundbreaking advanced FUE treatment from Advanced Hair is finally here in Sacramento and the Bay Area. Some of you might have a receding hairline or thinning, or if you're lucky, a bald spot. Thankfully, you no longer have to travel far to get the very best in hair restoration. Advanced Hair has decades of experience using breakthrough technology that regrows your own natural hair, even in the places where it's disappeared for years. It's a simple one-day treatment, and your new hair, it begins regrowing the very next day. And the best part, it's guaranteed to grow for life. In celebration of Advanced Hair's grand opening in Sacramento and the Bay Area, get special financing, 250 free hair grafts, and $250 off. Schedule your free consultation to find out if you qualify. 916-314-HAIR. The best team in technology and hair restoration are finally here. 916-314-HAIR, or become inspired with before and afters at advancedhair.com.
I love days like these at the pool, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can sometimes take me out of the moment. I'm ready to make a splash with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza. Skyrizi is a prescription-only injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. At 4 months, most people saw 90% clearer skin when measured from head to toe, and many were even 100% plaque-free. People also saw significant improvement in psoriasis symptoms of pain, redness, itching, and burning.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Now there's nothing on my skin thanks to Skyrizi, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZI to learn more.
When a person is seriously injured, there's no substitute for the personal legal relationship offered by the local NorCal firm of Ashton & Price. From the first attorney meeting, every important decision is made with a direct consultation with, and I can't believe I have to say this, a real, live, experienced, flesh and blood local attorney. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton & Price, serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries with no fee until we win. For the best local advice, don't think twice. Call Ashton & Price.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-330-8323 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-330-8323. That's 800-330-8323. What do you have to lose? Call 800-330-8323. Again, 800-330-8323.
Dawn or dusk, I'm on the hunt. Skeeter here, Sacramento Yellow Mosquito and Vector Control District, and I'm wearing Skeeter Vision, night vision goggles that light up skeeters at dawn or dusk like the 4th of July. Mosquito, 12 o'clock. Got him. So fight the bite by wearing long sleeves and pants at dawn or dusk when they're most active. Apply insect repellent and drain stagnant water. It's a breeding ground.
Dawn or dusk, the Sacramento Yolo Mosquito and Vector Control District reminds you to fight the bite. For more information or to report problems, go to fightthebite.net.
Hey, Sactown. High Flyer here. Something big is coming. DraftKings Games Day arrives a massive deal, exclusive deals, and all-day celebration built for fans of sports. The countdown has begun. All roads are leading to game day. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in all 50 states, from California to Florida. DraftKings Game Day is the kickoff of a new season, new era, and big day in sports history. Get ready to celebrate new DraftKings customers. Sign up with code Sactown. Spend $5 to get $200 in rewards within 21 days. That code, once again, Sactown. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Event trading offers by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Tradings involve risk of loss, market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click to claim issued in non-withdrawable prediction dollars that expires in 1 year. Terms, dkng.co/predictions promo. Nationwide based on sportsbook, predictions, and free-to-play sports contest availability. Varies by state.
Carmichael Dave. He has very good sources, and he just kind of tells it as it is and gets to the point.
Jason Ross.
He has a lot of pretty smart things to say. He's good at what he does.
On Sactown Sports.
Chris Guerrero is in the chat. Shockingly,
Hi, Chris.
He is really terrible at this game of universally beloved.
Oh, why?
Because it's not the worst, but pretty much, I don't think he either doesn't understand the concept or just doesn't have any grasp of what we're saying. So, like, what about Howard Stern? Wouldn't he be universally beloved like Dolly? Yes, Chris. Howard Stern, of who I am an unabashed fan of, and he would be
loved.
He would, yes,
by some,
and he would be revered, and he would be talked about how he should, which is one of the most influential radio voices in the history of the medium. Not universally loved.
Right.
A famous line from his movie Private Parts is that second most famous is the people who hate him listen for twice as long as the ones who like him. Mm-hmm. Bruce Springsteen, so he must not, like, I like Bruce Springsteen, but he must not, Chris must not read much in conservative circles. They're not huge fans of Bruce these days.
These days.
Yeah. Madonna's interesting. It wouldn't, she would be I mean, we're not talking just celebrate. We're talking Dolly Parton level. I'm sure Madonna would get some crap over some things, whether it's a plastic surgery or converting to whatever or infidelities. I don't know.
Sean Penn.
Jerry Seinfeld.
No.
No? Oh, yeah. No, you're right. I was there for a second, and then, yeah, no, you're 100% right. Cher. There's one he brought up that might... Does anyone not like Cher? I mean, I don't passionately love Cher. She's Cher. Does anybody not like Cher? Is anyone like that Cher? I'll tell you. Here's the thing about Cher.
Do Cher.
Did we ever find out, is that her real name? Is it short for like Cheryl? Honestly,
I've only known it as Cher.
Born Sherilyn Sarkeesian. Oh, any relation to Steve? Interesting. All right, 80 years old, by the way. Cher. By the way, I will say this about Cher.
Wow, her and Dolly are the same age?
Same age, and also, can I say this? The same lack of age. Like, you look at pictures of Cher now, is like looking at pictures of Dolly now. Like, they've aged. Oh, okay. But Still, for 80, my goodness gracious. Good for them. So
also, shout out El Centro. That's where Sure's from.
Oh, I thought that was like a restaurant. Like El Centro. Okay. PGA, new format, unveiled yesterday. Jason, here's what they're working with. They're going to revamp everything next year for the whole format and all
for the playoff. FedEx Cup.
For the playoff. It'll the headline is it'll conclude with match play, but the finale, the championship series finale, will include the top 90 players from the season-long points list, and they will retain their cards automatically the following season. If, let's say, Scottie Scheffler finished third in the PGA Tour Championship Series finale, but still had the most season-long points, you could potentially have 2 winners. The top 32 golfers on the season-long points list at the conclusion of the Championship Series finale advance to the Tour Championship. It'll be played over 2 weeks at different courses, signature courses, they say. The first week will include a 3-round group stage competition with 32 golfers competing in 8 groups of 4. Golfers will be seeded. They'll compete against the other 3 players in their group. The top 2 golfers will advance to the final week of the Tour Championship. So that would be 16.
Correct.
Those 16 who make it to the second week will compete in a first-of-its-kind match play bracket to determine the Tour Championship winner. Players will advance through the bracket based on their win-loss record, and the final 2 undefeated golfers will compete to be crowned the Tour champion. Also, as a part of all this, too, you've got 2 different tracks. You have like the main tour and then the Challengers Tour underneath that, and there's like kind of a promotion relegation front on all that as well. I like that they're doing this. I like they're having more fun with it. Look, golf's interesting because the Tour Championship and the points and all that, that's just kind of like an extra track for golf to be on. For us, it's who's the number 1 ranked guy and who wins the 4 majors. You know, that's golf is a little bit different in the sense that in NFL, baseball, basketball, it's all about have your regular season record, go to the playoffs, win a title. In golf, it's really more about, here's a championship, there's a championship.
Right.
But before we break, though, I do want to get this question out. There is one massive question I have for you.
Okay.
You're going to go from a round of 32 to a round of 16. In that round of 16, you're going to be eliminating people, and eventually, I don't know this, but I think you'll have like a first and second. You'll have a championship pairing for the match play. You'll have then probably the runner-up or whatever, consolation pairing, right? I have no idea. You got to understand, and not you, but during a golf broadcast, there is a lot of time between shots. They hit the shot, they walk ahead, they look, do 50 calculations, they hit their second shot. But when you have a field of 60, 70, 80, 100, you can go, okay, here's Jason on the 3rd tee. Oh, great shot. All right, Chris for his putt on 15. Oh, he missed. All right, let's go to number 4, and here's Carmichael Dave. Oh, great iron shot. How in the hell, A, are they going to fill all the time for what's going to be a 4.5, 5 hour round in between shots? And then secondly, how do the crowds work? Instead of following all these groups, you're going to have the entire crowd following 2 groups? I don't know how they're going to do that.
Well, I mean, I wonder if some of the crowds will just plant themselves at holes like they do already.
Maybe.
But some will follow.
Okay, that makes sense.
The other one, I think, happens more than you realize, but
when do you ever have 2 or 4 people?
Well, I'll give you an example. So let's say it's the Masters, and Rory won this year, and so it's 18. He's in the final group.
Yeah.
So the tournament's basically done. Now we're just watching Rory and
the
other golfer
as it
that's paired
winds
with
down.
him.
Yes.
And so then it's literally, Rory just has to have it in the fairway to win this tournament, and then you see his tee shot. Maybe they go to their in break, but if not, it's like you see him walk. They may show the other golfer if they're still somewhat in contention, but it's really just locked in. Now that may be for 1 hole.
Right.
Now doing this for 18 it'll be a challenge for him.
Very interested to see what they will do. And this isn't going to be no changes as we know on the Corn Ferry, but when it comes to the PGAs and the pros, they're changing everything up.
The pros?
Yeah, the pros.
The pros.
Yeah, the pros. What are you even reading, dude? Let's share with the class.
Dolly Parton talking business.
Well, I'll tell you.
Is that your Dolly? It's pretty good.
I'll go back to
That's 2 days. I was just going to say 2 days in a row. More than pest
Great
control.
Impression.
More than pest control. Pest pros. family-owned, locally rooted, committed to serving us here in Northern California. And the community has spoken. Don't just listen to me, big droney lispy guy. Back-to-back Sacramento favorites. So you got to ask yourself, do you have pest control at all, or do you have Pest Pros? Big difference. They got an all-star line, you know. They're number one family-owned and operated pest control company in all of Sacramento with award-winning service, raising the bar, supporting the Sacramento Kings, supporting your community. By the way, they're huge partners of the Sacramento Kings, so you know they're loyal. They're not bandwagoners. StepUpToThePros.com. Step up to thepros.com and tell them your good buddy Carmichael Dave sent you. Halfway through the program, we got Kings news and more next.
This is Sactown, baby!
Follow Sactown Sports 1140 on Facebook at facebook.com/Sactown Sports to keep tabs on the Kings, 49ers, UC Davis, and the entire Sactown Sports lineup all season long. Facebook.com/Sactown Sports. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Toyota's national sales event is on. Save big on Toyota's 21 hybrid and electrified models. Score deals on the 50 MPG Corolla Hybrid and 51 MPG Camry. Get 1.99% APR on the all-electric 2026 CHR. Or get 0% APR plus $500 finance cash on that fully electric 2026 BZ and the BZ Woodland. Toyota's national sales event is on now. Stop by your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places. Offers available through TFS to buyers with premium rated credit. Not be combined with other offers. Ends 8/31/26.
So, I need hamburgers, sodas, ice, and a DJ.
A DJ?
Relax, Pa. With T-Mobile, we're saving when we bundle home internet and phone lines.
Oh, wow. Here to bundle and save big. Stay connected con tu gente with 4 lines from T-Mobile with fast, easy-to-set-up 5G home internet and save up to $1,000 a year. Switch now on T-Mobile.com/conectate. Savings based on third line free via monthly bill credits. Internet discount with $15 in monthly bill credits and auto-pay discount. Qualifying credit required. Credits will stop if you cancel any lines or change plans. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Hi, I'm Justin Gingery from the law firm of Gingery, Hammer, and Associates. When you have been injured by the fault of another, you will want advice you can trust. If you know an attorney you can trust, I hope you call that person. But if you don't, please call me. I promise I will be the attorney you can trust. Along with my partner and associates, I have been helping accident survivors recover for their injuries for over 25 years. And we can help you. There's no charge for calling, so please call us today.
When you get an injury, just call Gingery.
Sacramento's best selection, best quality, and lowest prices on kitchen and bath products are at the new Anova Cabinet and Stone. For a limited time, get stunning new quartz countertops starting at just $159. That's right, only $159 for gorgeous quartz countertops. Listen to this. For a limited time, cabinets for kitchens and bathrooms are up to 50% off. Yes, up to 50% off new cabinets. It's a must-see. The new Anova Cabinet and Stone at Florin Road and Highway 99. Learn more at AnovaCabinetStone.com.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
Sactown Sports 1140, your local sports leader.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are halfway through the week. Your week! So right now, I need every single listener on their feet. Callers, texters, YouTubers, make some noise for Sacramento's favorite sports morning show. Carmichael Dave, Jason Ross, and the man behind the glass, Chris Verlaud.
Hey now. Hey now. Halfway through, ladies and gentlemen, and only a couple more weeks till NFL football.
Yeah.
Then we're going to get Major League Baseball playoffs and pennant races. College football starting this weekend, week 0. Sac State in action, debuting the Maction in Eastern Michigan. Jason Ross on the call.
Ypsilanti.
No, Dave.
Oh.
Yeah. Using my middle name.
Yeah.
Interesting. Ypsilanti, Michigan.
Yeah.
What a weird. Hey, I'm from Ypsilanti. You got Sac State in action, UC Davis in action, your USC Trojans in action against San Jose State.
Florida State this week?
No, Florida State is, I believe, they're Monday Night Football.
Not this week.
Not this week. The
Labor
following week. Yeah, Monday Night Football, week 1. Yeah, it's so funny. I love it, but Florida State gets.
They get that game a lot. Don't
They do. Florida State
tradition
still
like any other.
They really do. They get some really prime spots as they will host number 19 SMU. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Sunday, the week before.
That open NFL week.
Yeah. You have Notre Dame, Washington, Ole Miss, Louisville. But yeah, FSU taking on SMU.
And SMU's the ranked team.
Number 19. But, I mean, FSU was so good for so long that they're going to have a lot of lifelong fans. Somebody, we were talking universally beloved Dolly Parton-esque type love. It won't be as big as Dolly Parton, but somebody on the text line threw in a name we all missed that I couldn't agree with more. Michael J. Fox. When Michael J. Fox, is there Chris, you're the arbiter of, is there a Michael J. Fox negative? I don't think that counts. I think that makes him more beloved.
He was probably the greatest guest appearance on Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll have to see that.
Oh.
That's not how I remember Michael J. Fox, but I get it.
Teen Wolf?
Love Teen Wolf.
Alex P. Keaton.
All right, hold on.
Doc Hollywood.
You know what? Family Ties and Back to the Future aside, because those are that now it gets interesting.
That's like the Will Ferrell. Like, okay, we've picked this. Now everything else.
Doc Hollywood.
Doc Hollywood's the one where he goes to the country and becomes like the small town doc.
Yep.
And then the
Walks
girl,
around with
just a
pig.
small town doc.
Yeah, living in a small town world.
Yeah. Are there streetlights?
I think that is probably number one. Secret of My Success is underrated. That was a fun movie with a great theme song.
Spin City.
Yeah,
I forgot about Spin City.
I didn't watch that. Is that good?
I remember it being good.
Was it good? I never watched it. Hold on, and then we'll get to. I mean, there's a long segment. Everybody, calm down. Wasn't talking to you guys. I was talking to you guys. Let's look at. I'm still married to Tracy Pollan, by the way, from Family. God dang, they've been married 38 years.
Oh, this is why Dave will not say he's completely beloved.
Oh,
he was in Mars Attacks.
Well, you know what? Everybody makes that was an innocent mistake. It's okay because that is, as I've always said, that there's never been a movie with a more packed cast that was a bigger piece of garbage than Mars Attacks. Let's see. Secret of My Success. Ooh, Casualties of War. I forgot he did serious stuff too, didn't he? Doc Hollywood. Oh my God, he was in The American President. He was the annoying little. He was Lewis, I think.
Dork.
You're a dork. All the Stuart Littles.
From my generation, he was Chance in Homeward Bound.
He was the narrator.
Oh,
wow! And Homeward Bound 2, Lost in San Francisco.
Life with Mikey.
Yeah, interesting. Good for him. Yeah, he is. No, I don't think Snoop Dogg will make the list. Though. Willie Nelson. Interesting. Willie's got a. Anybody hate Willie Nelson?
I think.
You like anti-weed people or something? I don't know. Yeah, okay. Willie Nelson was a drug addict. He was no example to the
Which
kids.
is crazy when you see like
Pour me a
him
beer.
and Chris Christopherson and just like kind of this outlaw country and what it's become today.
Yes. Chris Christopherson I loved Chris Christopherson. That dude lived a life, man. That dude lived a little.
And he did not mind telling you that he did not like somebody else.
Yeah, wasn't it? What was the famous one? Was it Toby Keith?
Yes.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, you didn't like Toby Keith?
Oh, he did not. He did not like. He did not like. And Chris Christopherson was such a badass. And I don't mean that like he was
helicopter pilot.
I mean he was like legitimately a badass. Oh, this isn't an urban legend, is it? Story of profile anecdote, piece name. Is it true? Chris said he didn't remember saying anything like what he said about Toby to Ethan. Disputed other details, saying he had nothing but respect for Toby. But he did add that his wife remembered it happening.
Yeah, it was the story you hear is from other people talking about it. It's not him.
It was written by, the profile was written of Chris Christopherson by actor Ethan Hawke, which opens with an anecdote dating back to 2003, Willie Nelson's 70th birthday at the Beacon Theater in New York. There was a concert there. It was weeks after the invasion of Iraq and started with The Star, wished Willie a happy birthday. And then Toby reportedly told Chris that he shouldn't perform any of that lefty crap out there. To which Chris reportedly responded to Toby Keith, "What the blank did you just say to me?" "You heard me," said Toby. "I don't want any problems, Chris. I just want you to tone it down." Chris said, "You ever worn your country's uniform?" "What?" "Don't what me, boy. You heard the question. You just don't like the answer. I asked, have you ever served your country? The answer is no, you have not. Have you ever killed another man? Huh? Have you ever taken another man's life and then cashed a check your country gave you for doing it? No, you have not. So shut the blank up. You don't know what the hell you're talking about." Then reportedly Chris Christopherson turned to Ethan Hawke, the actor who wrote this, after Toby walked away and said, "You know what Waylon Jennings said about guys like him? They're doing the country music." What? Okay, I can't read that. I cannot read that anecdote.
Well, yes, I think you can.
There's no way.
None of that. Wow.
They're doing the country. I can say this. They're doing the country music what Pantyhose did to blank. Also, right?
Fill in the blank.
Can I say he's doing the? I'm going to actually
I did not anticipate the next line.
I'm going to work that into my vocabulary. Oh man, he's doing the radio what Pantyhose did to blank. Y'all can Google that on your own, dude.
Chris found it.
Y'all can Google that on your own, dude.
Bow.
That isn't that. That is
that. I don't think you mind me saying.
Yeah.
That might be a better analogy than every analogy you've ever came up with
all
combined.
Put together. Oh my God, it's fantastic. Chris. Also, a really good star turn in. I'll be a Chris for loud for a second. Chris Christopherson, very good in the Blade movies. By the way, yeah. You ever see those?
Saw the first one.
He was like Blade's friend.
Oh,
he was gruff. He was like, Blade. Yeah.
Blade's friend's gruff.
Yeah,
sling or runner.
I like them French fried taters.
Okay, fine. Mount Blademore.
Of glory.
That's I'll accept that.
Of steel.
There's one Blade. Oh, Devots. Sorry.
You win.
Stupid. Blade. There's another really Blade or
Razor.
Bladeheart.
Razor. Yeah. What?
Bladeheart.
Bladeheart.
Yeah.
What the hell is Bladeheart?
Bret Hart's son.
Bladeheart sounds like an 80s movie about two fencers trying to make the Olympic team in one camp, but they fall in love.
Or they misspoke Braveheart.
Oh, yes, Bladeheart. Exactly. Starring Mel Gibson. All right. Guy in the chat says, Sling Blade.
Huh.
Thank you.
Interesting.
Beatles broke up. Kings news. DeMar DeRozan getting stretched. And that's good, at his age.
Yeah, it's important to be stretched.
Really important to stretch.
Don't want to pull a muscle.
The Kings are gonna stretch DeMar DeRozan's contract over the next 3 seasons. That puts just over $3 million per year on the books. This is for salary cap purposes. This is all for the purposes, if you will, of getting down below the cap and the the aprons and the thises and the that's and the all that. Now, as I understand, I think they have until August 31st to find a trade that gets them completely under the tax, which who knows if that
probably won't happen.
Yeah, but this will really allow them to kind of fill that last roster spot or two. Roller. Good job, Tester. Rollerblades. Yeah, it's a good one. Yesterday, hold on. Richie says Mars Attacks is absolutely on the Mount Marsmore. Just for the bizarre factor alone, also, I think the actor. I never thought of Mount Marsmore. What do you have? Bars? Attacks? Johnny? Jay. Thank you. Oh, it's Johnny Marr, isn't it? Sorry. Mars.
Blackman?
Spike Lee. Very good. This is a deep one for people who love to cook, but Capone cheese.
A pan.
Marzipan.
Ooh. Han Lynch. No.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
Just here so I won't get fined. Anyways,
who can forget Mars Han Lynch?
former. Okay, this is actually. I'm going to submit this for your approval. Scott who? Scott Hamars? Scott Mar. Oh.
The game of golf.
Scott Hamars. Scott, yeah, I would accept that. I'm gonna. By the way, we'll go back to this Mount Blademore real quick. This is. I need a ruling on this because I actually think this might get in there. Zorro the Gay Blade. And those of you of a certain age, and I'm not trying to be a wise guy here. That was Zorro was like Zorro and Shazam were big for a while,
a few minutes.
And I don't know if there is ever going to be like are we waiting? Is there going to be a Lone Ranger comeback? I don't think so.
Didn't they make that movie?
Did they?
They did.
Johnny Depp.
What? Yeah, right. Didn't Johnny Depp play Tano?
Yes.
Or that's what.
Yeah. I forget who played Lone Ranger. It's probably Channing Tatum or something. Bruno, guys. Shame on us. Bruno Mars. Not Mars Bruno. The Kings have reportedly looked at campaign. Elfrid Payton and Victor Oladipo. They looked at Ben Simmons yesterday, according to reports. By the way, God, R.I.P. my mentions yesterday. It's one thing to say.
You did it.
Dear Lord, man. Like, it's one thing, and then, I'm going to tweet it, but it's my own dumbass. And then, like, Legion Hoops and Bleacher, all these people pick it up. And I appreciate that. I honestly wonder if there's a way I could, just like, guys, you don't have to credit the station. You do not have to credit me at all. Like, I would rather you didn't, because then the mentions are just, my God. I was told earlier in the show, I got a text from somebody, again, to be clear, not Kings related in this case, but somebody that was at those workouts and said that Ben Simmons, quote, looked fantastic.
Okay.
I don't know what that means. And I am not immune to the annual.
His appearance or how he played?
I think it was more about how handsome he is. I think that's what they were referring to. I'm also not immune, as much as I love the Ben Simmons talk. I'm not immune to the annual offseason. Wow, Ben looks really good, and then somehow that doesn't work out. Now you have a question here, Jason, that I think is valid, which is of all of those players listed, what would be the best fit for Darius Acuff when it comes to mentoring on and off the floor, beyond coaches and all that? What would be the best fit? Well, I can tell you right now, I don't think it would be Ben Simmons. I just don't see. First off, I don't look. not really looking for Ben Simmons to give Darius Acuff advice on how to handle the NBA. I don't think Ben's going to be the one sidling up to him on the bus after a missed shot in Milwaukee in the middle of the year in a 7-game losing streak and be like, well, kid, let me tell you how to handle this, because Ben notoriously handled this not that great. This is weird. Notice how ESPN has taken off almost all on the drop down. There's 2, 4, 6.
Yeah, we're all the teams.
There's 12 teams on the ESPN drop down right now. I can't find
relegation.
Do they exist anymore?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Well, also because look, if as reports came out after Russell Westbrook said he was retiring, that reportedly the Kings kind of looked at him, but the role he wasn't going to want the role of limited time off the bench and being that mentor. It wasn't an Acuff thing. It was just like that's Russell Westbrook's been an MVP. He's one of the game's great players.
Yes.
Like he thinks
yes.
If he was going to play, like I'm playing, not hey, maybe every game, maybe a few minutes, maybe here to teach other guys. I just don't think that was where he wanted to do it. Do you feel a different way that these 4 players might be willing to take that role out of, I mean, look, in Simmons' case, in Oladipo's case, they haven't had a home for a while. The other 2 have kind of been fringe, on rosters. That's why I go back to, would they really be better off with someone else that's like, if that's the role, that's the role, but maybe the role could exceed that, or just maybe taking a risk on someone else that's younger, that really doesn't have the resume. That might be a gem.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at something here. Raja Bell, Monte Ellis, AC Law, Anthony Morrow, CJ Watson. Those were the guards on the Golden State Warriors the year Steph Curry was drafted. I don't know that any of them jump out to me like a mentor. I don't know. I'm just trying to.
And what is the value? I mean, I'm sure if you were great at it, and the player will recite later, like, oh man, I don't know where I would have been without player X, my vet, because they got me through.
Yeah.
And we heard Maxime Renaud say a bunch of great things about Russell Westbrook last year, and I'm sure there is value to that.
Sure,
but I don't know if it's overrated, but I'm curious about that. I don't know how you measure. Well, it's not measurable, but really, what is the benefit of that? And aren't there enough? And like, is Sabonis and Keegan Murray even as a young veteran, a Hunter, Malik Monk, other guys, just the coaching staff, people that have been around. I mean, that they have their roles too that can teach some of the younger guys.
That's true. I don't think there's a like for like point guard that could really fill that purpose. That's on the Kings. Right now. Right now, they have Malik Monk and Adam Flagler listed as their guard and backups. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. But
Neek might play some, I guess. But
I don't know. I mean, is that – and then, I mean, Oladipo, wasn't he a shooting guard?
More so.
Again, and to your point, like, does that matter? Let me see.
And what is the true benefit if the minutes really are going to go to Acuff? I mean, like, we believe they are, right? The majority of them. So are you asking this person to be the backup point guard or to be like, no, it's probably going to be Monk?
Yeah.
So you're a third, but like, hey, if Acuff got hurt for 2 weeks, then, maybe you're the – I don't know. Like, what's the real thought process behind this person?
Well, and also, wasn't it – am I forgetting somebody? Wasn't it Carter and Zebo that were Fox's guys?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess Vince is it too. George Hill?
George, thank you. Yeah. Which wasn't here that long, but yeah.
I'm with you. Like, I don't know if we say it's overrated because we've talked about it before. I don't want to go back on that. Like, it's one of those things that, like, when you talk to players, when you talk to coaches, they all say, like, you've got to have that guy in the locker room. It's one of the reasons why, no disrespect, but it's one of the reasons why James Johnson had such a long career. Especially with a very young team, you got to have somebody on the bench that will not let these guys get. You can put them in if these guys are getting slapped around and bullied, and you can put them in. Guys are going to come in and say, "All right, you guys need to calm it down. I ain't a rookie. I'll handle it." And that was really a huge purpose for Zach Randolph. The where I come from, bullies get bullied guy. I think those guys are important, and I don't know that. I mean, I don't know that Sabonis isn't that guy, but Sabonis isn't really it. He's tough, but he's not an enforcer.
Yeah, I feel like this is just a different situation where if
Yeah.
the Kings were a 48-win team last year, projected to be the playoffs, but still had this rookie point guard, you might go, wait a minute. We need to not only protect our rookie point guard, we need to protect our roster. So that's where you go, all right, we probably need a proven NBA reps point guard behind our rookie. Well, here, again, you don't know exactly how the season's going to go, but the belief is they're going to be below 30 wins.
Yes.
That's the belief.
Yes.
So do they really need someone like Payne, like Oladipo, like, the guys we've talked about, Simmons? Or could they just go, you know what? I'm just kind of leaning on that other thing. Like, could they find someone, like, again, and maybe someone that doesn't pan out at all?
Yeah.
But what are they really looking for? Like, I would rather almost take the risk on finding something that came out of nowhere as opposed to, hey, yeah, they were a nice veteran for the team, but they won 26 games and they're here for one season.
Not that I necessarily I'm not convinced of what I'm about to by asking you, don't think that I'm taking the side, but it does occur to me, like, based on what you just said, isn't that sort of indirectly an argument for Ben Simmons?
No, he's of the four, he's the one that fits that criteria that I think if one of them they're not a diamond in the rough because they've all established NBA players, but I think him or maybe even Oladipo, because those two have had, of the four, the best NBA careers. Could they return to that form? I don't know the answer to that, but if they did, certainly that would be exciting, but it's also back to they're older, not that they're too old, but what if you found that player in someone that's undrafted and they're 20? Equally as difficult, maybe even more difficult.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden you've got, hey, man, we found this player. We groomed this player. We now could sign this player at a contract that, like, okay, here would be the example. I don't even have a name. Jim, what's one of your famous names? McGillicuddy or something?
Yeah, Jimmy McGillicuddy.
Jimmy McGillicuddy they find from Tulane.
Sure.
And they found it. Like, he worked out as just a gem.
Yeah.
Probably have to re-sign him, which is fine, but at a very nice, hey, we found you. Here's a little hat tip, but $5 million a year.
Sure.
Ben Simmons, like, finds himself again.
Yeah.
Which would be great.
Yeah.
And you found him again, and then you're like, we got to re-sign him.
Yeah.
Doesn't Ben get a pretty big deal? I mean, not the 25, but, like, back to closer to, hey, you were a number one pick. You found your form. Like, we've rejuvenated you. Would he cost you a lot more? Wouldn't he cost you a lot more?
I think so. I think, let's say, okay, in this world, Ben Simmons comes in, plays a little bit the first quarter of the year, but impresses. Maybe there's an injury. Maybe there's just a movement. Next thing you know, you're running out lineups with Acuff, Levine, Keegan, Simmons, Sabonis.
Yeah, and he's playing that well to be there.
And he's looking like old Ben, 15 points, 7 boards, 7 assists, playing like he and Keegan on the wings are a revelation, right? I would say, I think, when I say, I think the most likely thing would be if all of that happened. I think maybe 2 years, 30, 3 years, 40-ish.
Yeah.
Ceiling, but it wouldn't be another. You would think there would be some sort of, and by the way,
this would be a good problem to have.
It would be a good problem to have, but here's the other thing. This is the one thing that, as we break here, so one thing that I, as a Sacramentan, feel strongly about that I think a lot of other Sacramentans are missing. Let's say, you brought it up, not me. Let's say that blue sky situation happens. Do you not think this city would embrace the hell out of him?
Of course.
He would become a fan favorite. He would say, I've played in Philly. I have never felt more at home. This is home. And I love the fans have lifted me up and helped me rediscover the game I love. And anytime you tell us as fans that we're making a difference, we're going to throw that love 10 times. There is the bluest of blue sky scenarios, which, by the way, is not an impossible thing to think, is His back injuries were terrible. He took a year off and he recovered. He also took a year off and rediscovered his love for the game. He's 30 years old, which means he's got another 2 years of prime left. If he's healthy, he rediscovers his game here and becomes, along with Darius Acuff, the most fun and exciting parts of this season. And also, by the way, kind of a cool national story.
Oh, yeah, he would get a lot of national attention.
A ton. And it once again would make Sacramento fans shine, because the argument there would be, this is how bad Philly fans are and what they can do to their athletes. We uplift our athletes. Even when they suck, we lift them up.
And you'd be out of control.
I would be, honestly, I would be so obnoxious that I would just be I would be more insufferable than I am right now. And that's saying something. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll go around the diamond last night in the world of baseball. That's baseball for you kids. We got some other stuff to do as well to catch up on, and more, plus your phone calls at 1-800-920-1140. We'll be right back after this.
Take Sactown Sports with you everywhere you go with the Sactown Sports app. The most in-depth coverage of the Kings and 49ers. A library of written and video content. And all your favorite personalities all in one place. Download the Sactown Sports app today and get in on the action. Your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Elk Grove Honda.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center for your Wednesday, framing up plenty of sunshine after a comfortable kickoff to the day. Today's going to run hotter. Make sure you have a heat plan on a day like this. Valley high temperatures peaking in the range of 96 to 100 degrees. Get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
At Elk Grove Honda, we've acquired some of the best pre-owned cars we can find. Whether you purchase a new Honda or a like-new pre-owned Honda, Elk Grove Honda has the right Honda at the right price. In the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 and Elk Grove Boulevard, or elkgrovehonda.com.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years. I owe the IRS a lot of money.
Louie was in deep trouble.
We're going to take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay. They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $3 billion for their clients.
Optima Tax, they help me. They calm me down. They make me feel comfortable, and I trust them.
Louie has a lot to be thankful for.
I don't owe the IRS anymore, and I'm able to live a comfortable life, a lot better life. It was because of Optima Tax.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Take it from Louie.
If you owe the IRS, don't go it alone. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. Optima Tax Relief. Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Kick back and escape to Margaritaville night with the Sacramento Rivercats on Saturday, September 5th at Sutter Health Park. Island vibes, laid-back fun, and Rivercats baseball all in one place. Grab your flip-flops and your tickets now at rivercats.com.
Is the volatility of the stock market driving you crazy? Is your retirement account sinking, yet you're getting older? And you're starting to worry about, will I have enough for retirement? What about the money in the bank? These banks pay nothing these days. How do we get growth to get to retirement account? It's simple. Move into gold and silver. Want to know how to do it? Listen to my show, Striking Gold, with me, Kenny Michaels.
Remember when a driving range was just a driving range? Yeah, Hagen Oaks doesn't remember either. Reserve one of 3 top Tracer bays from 6 to 11 p.m. at HagenOaks.com. Only 3 bays are reservable, while the rest of the range remains open for walk-ups. Play virtual golf, then grab food, drinks, and a seat in front of the TVs at the hangout. Throw in live music, and suddenly your quick stop at the range turns into hours of fun. Hagen Oaks Golf Complex. Side effects may include laughter, bragging rights, and one friend insisting he would have won if the wind wasn't blowing.
Country in the Park 2, presented by your California Army National Guard, October 23rd at Hart Health Park at Cal Expo with Bailey Zimmerman, Russell Dickerson, plus more. Enjoy line dancing, live DJs, mechanical bull, and food trucks. Tickets start at just $70. Country in the Park 2, October 23rd at Hart Health Park at Cal Expo with Sky River Casino and Joe Got Wines. More info at CITPFest.com.
The groundbreaking Advanced FUE treatment from Advanced Hair is finally here in Sacramento and the Bay Area. Some of you might have a receding hairline or thinning, or if you're lucky, a bald spot. Thankfully, you no longer have to travel far to get the very best in hair restoration. Advanced Hair has decades of experience using breakthrough technology that regrows your own natural hair, even in the places where it's disappeared for years. It's a simple one-day treatment, and your new hair, it begins regrowing the very next day. And the best part, it's guaranteed to grow for life. In celebration of Advanced Hair's grand opening in Sacramento and the Bay Area, get special financing, 250 free hair grafts, and $250 off. Schedule your free consultation to find out if you qualify. 916-314-HAIR. The best team in technology in hair restoration are finally here. 916-314-HAIR, or become inspired with before and afters at advancedhair.com.
In celebration of 80 years of 49ers football, Sactown Sports is counting down 80 of the most memorable moments that have shaped the team's storied legacy and winning tradition. Here's today's faithful flashback.
Number 11, the catch 2.
There was the catch, and then the catch 2.
Young almost falls down, throws to the end zone. Owens! 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 Caught it! He caught it! He caught it! He caught it! 25-yard touchdown pass! Terrell Owens being bumped to the goal line. Hit as he caught the ball. He hasn't held on to anything, including his fingers, all day, and he makes the winning touchdown catch.
That was the game-winning 25-yard touchdown reception made by 49ers wide receiver Terrell Owens from quarterback Steve Young, with just 8 seconds remaining in the 1998 NFC wildcard game against the Packers.
Faithful flashbacks on Sactown Sports 1140. The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140
on Sactown Sports.
Welcome back. I haven't talked about it yet. And we got stuff to talk about here, Jason, but pretty big day in the household yesterday.
Why's that?
I got home and I'd been waiting for it. Finally came in the mail and set it all up. I got a Lazy Susan 2-decker spice rack. And let me tell you, I am 63 years old. How is that 63 years old? You don't use, do you not use spices, Chris? Is that not a thing?
I wouldn't be excited until the whole Sacramento metro area that I got a spice rack.
Why?
Because I'm not 63 years old.
Listen, let me tell you what's exciting. You know what's exciting? Organization, dude. Being organized. Okay.
How big is your kitchen?
Look at that. Look at that. Double-decker, dude. You put like olive oils and stuff on the bottom. Problem is, I don't know if other people have this problem, but we have an entire giant cabinet, two sides, a double door cabinet that is just on the bottom is like medicines and stuff, and then on the top is I don't know, those big things of black pepper and and then we just have like every spice known to mankind.
Do you have more kitchen gadgets that you use or you don't use?
Oh, that I don't. When you say don't use, define that. Like ever? Use it a couple times a year? What is use?
I mean, I don't think you can say you use a kitchen gadget if you use it 4 times a year or less.
Then I have more that I don't use. Like I still haven't used the Yonanas, frozen whatever thing. I've stopped and I need to start using again the Ninja Creamy.
And you just learned the other day about your blender that
can juice, so now it's multitasking.
So you don't even need the other 2 things.
I don't have a juicer. I never had a juicer.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's the Yonanas?
Yonanas is you put like frozen fruit in there and it makes it into like a sorbet. Comes out. It get like,
like a smoothie?
Well, yeah, a little bit of an overlap there, not going to lie.
Okay.
But my thing now is I'm trying to attack kitchen organization. So I told my wife this one worked out so well because she came home. She's like, "Oh God, another gadget." I was like, no, but this one, set the screen. This one, negative Nancy, negative Nelly.
Bet she love that.
A couple of Nelsons there, negatives. I said, you know what? I think I might get a second one. This one worked out so well, but there's still a lot of spice in the spice cabinet. Like the ones in the Lazy Susan, those are the ones we use on, garlic, cumin, stuff like that. Get another one, and then we're dialed. But now I gotta. The thing is I have promotion and relegation in my kitchen, depending on how often I use it. I guess the second coffee maker and we have a pitcher that boils water, like for tea and stuff or hot chocolate. I think those are going out to the garage, or as we call the auxiliary pantry, if you will, where the slicer is. The
famous slicer.
The famous slicer. Yeah. Which I'll be using today, by the way, to the rest of that brisket. There's still a lot left. I will be roast beefing it. Just very thin slices of brisket, make nice sandwiches. Maybe a French dip.
There you go.
Might do some French dip with
and
that.
Some au jus.
So definitely, I'll make some au jus. Au jus, very, very, a little water, beef bouillon.
Isn't yours a French sip?
Well, that's how I serve my French dips on a roll with the thinly sliced beef.
Cheese?
I don't do cheese on my French dip. I choose not to. Yes, I do caramelize onions. Nice. And put those on there. And then I serve mine. Everybody else gets a ramekin of au jus. I get a mug, like a coffee mug of au jus. And then I bite and I sip. Because I'm a sipper, not a dipper.
Yeah, French sip.
We might do French dips in here. You guys like French dips?
Of course.
Yeah.
It's when you swim in France. French dip.
Yeah.
Can you tell I'm trying to filibuster? All right, let's go baseball.
Let's go baseball.
Let's go.
Hey, the A's won yesterday. The Giants won yesterday.
They did.
That doesn't happen that many times this year.
There's not really a lot of bright spots, for example, in the Giant season for sure. But
they're playing. Last night I actually watched part of that game. I'm like, who are these guys?
Yeah.
Who's on the field?
That's the thing, man. It is.
At least they're playing young guys.
They are playing young guys, but also Rafael Devers is.
He's had a good year.
He has had a good year. As a matter of fact, this is a random stat, but in their first 222 games as a Giants, Rafael Devers is now tied for second with Willie Mays at 48 home runs in their first 222. Just 13 behind Barry Bonds at 61. Devers went yard in Boston to kind of say hello to them. They were booing, and then last night, man, he hit a bomber.
Watching this game, he saw something very interesting.
High drive to right. It is out of here.
One bounce into the
splash.
Yeah, so there's.
Did you ever do a game in the kayak out there in the water?
I would if I had. I think it would be less kayak. The ones that I see that I could do would be
like a small boat or something.
Like one of them pontoon boats where you can have friends and stuff.
Yeah. Because otherwise it's just you.
It's just you. And what are you doing? Like, what am I I don't know how the internet is there. What am I watching on my phone?
You're just waiting for the home run to try to get the ball.
YouTube TV is like 30 seconds behind. Yeah. Like, what am I doing? Now, if I'm on a pontoon boat and I got like a little barbecue Weber going. Some snacks.
Some food.
Maybe a couple of friends. Maybe we're playing spades and watching the game.
Yeah.
And
listening for the crowd to make noise.
Spades might not work because of the wind. Yeah, I would, but I wouldn't. I don't know how these guys just sit there in a stinking kayak for 2.5 hours. But you know what I mean?
To each their own.
Some might say beats sitting at home, Jason.
Yeah, for sure.
Meanwhile, Meanwhile, the A's, as you said, they won yesterday. Great. I mean, honestly, one of my favorite A's moments of the year is really very little to do with the A's. It's Ryan Kreidler hit home run in front of his family. But the A's did win yesterday. They beat the Twins 4-2. Jump with the win there. By the way, Molina got the win for the Giants as well. Here's Was this, what the hell was this? Hold on. Was this, oh, we don't have Chris. We don't got, I almost played an old highlight. We don't have highlights from today? Okay, well, there were some runs.
Yeah, and if the A's win today,
it'll
be their second home series win in a row, but they hadn't won a series at home in West Sac since like late April.
Oof.
It was crazy.
Yes, their Sacramento record this year, 24-41. 28-40. Actually, I have a better record on the road. Did I read something the other day? I don't know if this is true or not, but I think it is because I read it, and everything must be true if I read it. The Giants have not swept a team this year.
Oh, I can believe that.
Oof.
Wow.
The Giants had not swept a team this season. So, yeah, the A's having a better record on the road as opposed to home. In sharp contrast to the Kings, by the way, who had more than double their road wins at home last year.
Okay.
They had 15 home wins and 7 road wins. Woof. Yeah. We'll take a break. When we return, as we are in the final or getting to the final hour of the program, we still have what's hot and what's not to get to. We'll also need to go streaking. And by the way, let me play this highlight here real quick from Rafael Devers yesterday. Just one more time.
Watching this game, and he saw something very interesting.
High drive. Let me play this. Still a curveball on Chris there. Thanks, Dwayne, for setting me up for this. Hey, Dwayne Kuiper, you want to talk about driving? Well, how about driving up to Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland for Make This the Summer Sales event? Some say summer's the best time of year, not just for the fun and adventures, but the huge savings. At Hoblet right now, you can save up to $14,500 off MSRP on new 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Altitudes. Easily, they say, one of the best-looking Jeeps on the road with the latest and greatest tech, which makes the drive so much better, makes it go quicker, but it's a Jeep. Right now, you can also save up to $10,800 on MSRP. What I mean by "but it's a Jeep" is that you're still going to run over everything, and you're going over rocks, boulders, and the off-road and all that. Plus, you have the Jeep Gladiator Sports, the 2026 version's the best of both worlds. A little Jeep and a little truck for whatever you need to get done. Search, select, and save through our full inventory at HobletDodge.com, including those big Ram trucks. Those things are huge, much like our engineer, Jason. Nobody beats Hoblet, period. We'll take a break when we come back. What's hot, what's not, and streaking, Dan.
Take Sactown Sports with you everywhere you go with the Sactown Sports app. The most in-depth coverage of the Kings and 49ers. A library of written and video content. And all your favorite personalities all in one place. Download the Sactown Sports app today and get in on the action. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Hi, I'm Congressman Kevin Kiley. The most important part of my job is helping the people I represent. That's why I was so honored to receive the National Award for Best Constituent Service. Here's just one of the thousands of people our office has helped.
Hi, my name's Eric. When I turned 65 and went to apply for Social Security and Medicare benefits, I found that my identity had been stolen, and as a result, I was being denied the Medicare benefits I so badly needed. Only Congressman Kiley's office was able to step in and clear up the mess and get me the benefits to which I was entitled. Thank you, Congressman Kiley.
As the only independent in the House of Representatives, I always put constituent service first and never ask if someone's a Democrat, Republican, or something else. If you can't get an answer from a federal agency, or if you feel you've been treated unfairly, we are here to help. This is Congressman Kevin Kiley. Visit kiley.house.gov and I'll do everything I can to help you. Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy and founder of Wesley Financial Group. And I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney. And the truth is, I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney, I'll apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. After 15 years and over 50,000 cancellations, I can tell you with confidence, we know how to get you out of your timeshare. Call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit guide absolutely free with all your options for cancellation. Attorneys, this was meant to be funny, so please don't sue me, especially my friend Kenneth from Black River Falls, Wisconsin.
Call now for your free timeshare exit info kit. 800-646-5959. That's 800-646-5959. 800-646-5959.
Sacramento's best selection, best quality, and lowest prices on kitchen and bath products are at the new Anova Cabinet and Stone. For a limited time, get stunning new quartz countertops starting at just $159. That's right, only $159 for gorgeous quartz countertops. Listen to this. For a limited time, cabinets for kitchens and bathrooms are up to 50% off. Yes, up to 50% off new cabinets. It's a must-see, the new Anova Cabinet and Stone at Florin Road and Highway 99. Learn more at AnovaCabinetStone.com.
Here's the deal. The government is over $38 trillion in debt, which means the IRS isn't slowing down. And the tax code is complex and unforgiving. So it's not surprising if you're one of the millions of Americans that owe back taxes to the IRS. Unfortunately, they're the world's most powerful collection agency with the ability to garnish your wages, seize your bank accounts, and even take your home or business. But don't be stressed or worried any longer. We're Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm. We have resolved over $3 billion in tax debt for our clients. Our award-winning professionals deal with the IRS every single day, protecting our clients and preparing them for the best possible resolution. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, give Optima a call today.
Call 800-375-2322. 800-375-2322. 800-375-2322.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
If you're not looking for a brand new car, at Elk Grove Honda, we've acquired some of the best pre-owned cars we can find. We've kept only the best of our trades, and our buyer has found some of the finest pre-owned Hondas available in Northern California. You can see for yourself at ElkGroveHonda.com. Whether you purchase a brand new Honda or a like-new pre-owned Honda, your car buying experience will be the same. We have the right Honda at the right price. You'll find us in the Elk Grove Auto Mall, Highway 99 and Elk Grove Boulevard.
I gotta get an Elk Grove Honda.
The Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
On Sactown Sports.
Is this what the kids call lo-fi?
Sure.
All right. Sure as in not really, but I'll allow it because it's in the family, or sure as in move
I don't
on?
know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. They say they always come in threes, Jason.
What?
They say they always come in threes. Star of Rocky Horror Picture Show and quite a few other things. Tim Curry.
No.
Yeah. Tim Curry passed away. What do you mean? You think I'm getting got?
Oh my God.
What? Oh. Well, you always scare me when you do that. This came out earlier today, reported 26 minutes ago by TMZ, which never misses. On these, known for playing Dr. Frank Infurter in the cult classic The Rocky Horror Picture Show, he had really bad health issues for years now, passed away. 11:23 p.m. Is when the police went to his house last night. No foul play suspected in the case at all. He was 80 years old, as was Dolly. Was she not?
Yes, correct.
Rocky Horror Picture Show, but also
It, the miniseries.
Yeah, he was in a lot of stuff, honestly. He was
Congo.
Oh, you know what? You guys won't get this, damn it. He was the
Clue.
He was the doctor in The Hunt for Red October. It's like one of his most random ones. He told
I think his whole career is random.
Yeah, no, you're right. You'll receive the Order of Lenin for this. Yeah, he was in a ton of stuff. And by the way, speaking of all that, so there's your second. It is weird how they do that. Tim Curry, man, that stinks. Also, I saw in a lot of the hellos and tributes to Dolly Parton. I think the one that struck me the most was this from somebody that all of you know. I want to see if you can. I don't know if he identifies himself or not, but you can recognize the voice.
I love Dolly Parton. She was a dear friend. She'll be greatly missed here on earth, but she'll be eternally remembered spiritually. But the Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Rest easy, Dolly, and keep a light in the window for me.
Now, I didn't show you, Jason, the first half. I just let you listen to the audio. I'm showing you the second half. Can you name that person? Because it took me a second. That's okay.
I think that's Don King.
That is Don
Okay.
King. I had not. Okay.
I haven't seen him in forever.
First off, we were just talking about this the other day. No disrespect. I thought Don King had left us. It was the same mistake I made with Mike Ditka. I thought Don had left us a while ago. Don is, I think, 96, 95, 96 years old. And, I mean, look, there's a lot of... When Don goes, we'll get back into the celebration of life and all that. Like, Don is one of the most influential sports figures of all time. One of the most outlandish, outspoken. And there are a lot of... there's a lot of good and some not so great with Don through history, but you cannot deny that in the 80s, a little bit of the 90s, and probably the 70s a bit, he was arguably, along with Tyson, the most famous part of the boxing world.
For sure.
That crowd with the hair, his almost preacher-esque deliveries, soliloquies, and all that. And, look, age gets everybody, don't get me wrong. But it took me a second to recognize.
Yeah.
But good for him. And
wow.
Yeah. Anyway, so yes, rest in peace, Tim Curry. All right. Who's hot? Who's not? Chris, who is hot?
The San Francisco Giants.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I don't know if you know this, but they've got the best minor league system in all of Major League Baseball. Their minor league teams have a winning percentage of .590 combined. That's why those River Cats are in first place.
Let's freaking go. The future looks bright.
There you go.
I hope.
It's turning.
Who's not?
The San Francisco Giants. With their minor league doing so well, unfortunately, the main team has the second worst record in the National League.
Yeah, they're not great. And it's got one. I think the most entertaining thing about this season, certainly up there, is the tiny pocket that has been hiding and very, very quiet. The tiny pocket of Farhan Zaidi truthers starting to come out, and I'll be like, see, he wasn't that bad, was it? See, he was. I'm not saying Buster's good. I don't know.
Got to give him a little more time.
Got to give him a little more time, but yeah. All right, well, let's go streaking, shall we? Please?
Okay.
Time to go streaking.
We're going streaking!
Who is the Nostradamus of MLB?
Who can keep the streak going? It's time to go streaking.
What the hell are you doing?
We're streaking!
All right, Dave's streak was at 3. Chris and I had long streaks that ended yesterday, so we're both at 0.
Yeah.
So let's start with the bottom guys first. We'll start with myself. I took Max Muncy of the A's. The A's Max Muncy was celebrating a birthday yesterday. Our guy who called you Carmaker Dave. Mark Hotze did not elect to play Max Muncy yesterday.
Thanks a lot, Mark
On his birthday.
Cartsay.
So I stay at 0. No damage done. Chris was at 0, trying to get to 1. He took his guy, McGonigal. He got up 4 times. 0 hits.
Oh.
Well, McGonigal, Billy is dead.
Okay.
Jeez.
But our eyes are on Carmichael Dave, who's at 3, trying to get to 4. And he, mockingly took Fernando Tatis Jr., who eliminated Chris and I the day before.
He did.
Yesterday, the Padres got shut out. Paul Skeens was on the mound. They had 3 hits as a team. Tatis got up 4 times. Tatis got 1 of those.
Oh,
hits.
did he?
Yes,
Oh,
he did.
that took a turn for the better for me.
So you're at 4. Chris and I are at 0.
Okay.
So you and you could pick anybody but Tatis or Devers or Alvarez or Bolton.
Okay. Well, let's go. We'll go Vladdy Jr.
Okay.
Okay. Well, you said okay. I didn't like the way you said okay.
Vladdy Guerrero Jr. I'm going to take, because I'm going to the game tonight, I usually take an A when I'm at the game.
Yeah.
I'm going to take, he's hitting just over 200, local product, from YOLO, Ryan Kreidler.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Good for
I'm going to take Kreids.
There's some questions for Kreidler.
Yeah, there is.
But
he's going to answer them today.
Pretty well done.
With a hit. Chris?
You gotta do this one for me, Billy. McGonigal.
Oh,
he's dead.
Wow, you're going back to...
But he died.
Oh, I told you that we're watching ESPN Jeopardy. Yesterday it was Keegan-Michael Key, John Hamm, and I forget the third guy, but he was pretty funny. And one of the daily double questions was, I forget what it was, but it was something this player did for the A's last year in this city. And Keegan-Michael Key goes, what is Oakland? And Joe Buck's like, I'm sorry, they play in Sacramento now. And they all 3 looked at each other, and I swear to God, it was like they were looking at each other like, is Sacramento even a place? And it was not a great showing for Sacramento on ESPN Jeopardy yesterday, or the A's, really.
I blame them.
We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll go to the top of the hour, and we're going to talk about dangers in sports. Now that this news has come out about the NFL and CTE, that's rather interesting. We'll get to that next.
SactownSports.com is your online home for sports in Sacramento. Dive deep into the Kings, 49ers, Raiders, Giants, Athletics, and more with your favorite local personalities and some of the most trusted sports voices in the community. Stream Sactown Sports 1140. Watch original video content and read in-depth analysis all in one location. SactownSports.com. Your local sports leader. Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Whoa, what's all this? These screens, the food?
All for the game, bro.
Dude, let us pitch in.
No need. I've got it all covered. With T-Mobile, I'm saving $1,000 bundling my wireless and internet.
No way. Really?
Yep, and the price of my plan won't change for 5 years.
Wow, I'm definitely switching to T-Mobile.
Goal!
Here's to score big with T-Mobile. Families save up to $1,000 a year when they bundle fast, easy to set up, all-in 5G home internet with 4 phone lines on Experience Beyond. And your plan price? Guaranteed for 5 years. Stay connected con tu gente and catch every match with T-Mobile. Join now at T-Mobile.com. Price guarantee on talk, text, and 5G data. Exclusions like taxes and fees apply. Savings based on third line free via monthly bill credits. Internet discount with $15 in monthly bill credits and auto-pay discount. Qualifying credit required. Credits may take up to 2 bill cycles and will stop if you cancel any lines or change plans.
Hey, Sactown. High Flyer here. Something big is coming. DraftKings Games Day arrives a massive deal, exclusive deals, and all-day celebration built for fans in sports. The countdown has begun. All roads are leading to game day. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in all 50 states, from California to Florida. DraftKings Game Day is the kickoff of a new season, new era, and big big day in sports history. Get ready to celebrate new DraftKings customers. Sign up with code Sactown. Spend $5 to get $200 in rewards within 21 days. That code, once again, Sactown. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Event trading offers by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Tradings involve risk of loss, market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click-to-claim issued in non-withdrawable prediction dollars that expires in 1 year. Terms, dkng.co/predictions promo. Nationwide based on sportsbook, predictions, and free-to-play sports contest availability. Varies by state.
The groundbreaking advanced FUE treatment from Advanced Hair is finally here in Sacramento and the Bay Area. Some of you might have a receding hairline or thinning, or if you're lucky, a bald spot. Thankfully, you no longer have to travel far to get the very best in hair restoration. Advanced Hair has decades of experience using breakthrough technology that regrows your own natural hair, even in the places where it's disappeared for years. It's a simple one-day treatment, and your new hair, it begins regrowing the very next day. And the best part, it's guaranteed to grow for life. In celebration of Advanced Hair's grand opening in Sacramento and the Bay Area, get special financing, 250 free hair grafts, and $250 off. Schedule your free consultation to find out if you qualify. 916-314-HAIR. The best team in technology and hair restoration are finally here. 916-314-HAIR, or become inspired with before and afters at advancedhair.com.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
Sactown Sports. 1140, your local sports leader. The Carmichael Dave Show.
He's on the microphone when he's not on the microphone. He's playing a song, and when he's not playing a song, he's on the microphone, and then boom.
With Jason Ross.
No, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Call or text at 916-339-1140.
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross on Sactown Sports.
Yep. What do we do, Bob? You're darned right. I want to read you this new study. Well, not the study, but the takeaway from this new study that shows at least 1 in 4 former NFL players tested who died between 2016 and 2021 had CTE.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to pick which website I go to. So I'm looking right now. The one at top is Yahoo Sports. Here's CNN, The Washington Post, NBC News, Yahoo, CBS News, The New York Times, The Detroit News. It's weird. I don't see
NFL.com.
I don't see them. There's another one I'm missing. I usually go to for sports news. It's a 4-letter word.
I don't know. I can't help you with
something.
Esports.
No, it's ES. S-Pen? ESPN.
Oh, yeah. I've heard.
Weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Hey, there's Fox 5 Washington, D.C., 15, 16. Now, here's one. It says ESPN. But when you click on the link, it's actually MSN. It's not ESPN. That's just, you know what, of all the things you can complain about ESPN about, that's fine. That to me is almost, it's a shame on you guys. That's just so gross. While you guys are in bed making out with not only the NFL, which partially owns them, but DraftKings and every other gambling, it really is gross to me. Like, guys, have a shred, just a tiny, it's like, when did you just completely sell out and do this? So 1 in 4 NFL players who died between 2016 and 2021, according to the British Medical Journal. It focused on how common chronic traumatic I used to be able to say this, CTE, might be amongst NFL players. What it found is that of the 878 players who appeared in at least one NFL game and died in that 6-year period, at least 25% had CTE. Now, It can only be diagnosed after death.
That's
most,
the problem.
Yeah, most research has depended on brains donated by players, their families. According to Dr. Daniel Danshavar, the estimate of 25% is on the low end. It showed that the maximum prevalence of CTE was around 97%, but the true rate was somewhere in the middle. Aziz Al-Shaair, playing for the Texans, was asked in this article about it. He said, quote, "The reality of the game is it's aggressive, it's violent. We're out here running into each other. These are the best athletes in the world playing on one field. You're going full speed running into each other. That's the type of stuff that can happen." So it brings up questions. Boxing, MMA, motorsports.
Yeah. It's inherently in those sports.
Yeah.
The risk, the danger.
It is. And
every NFL player, college, they know this.
Yes, they do.
I know, too, being at Sac State practices for the last couple weeks, like there's less and less hitting, I think for a variety of reasons, less contact, I should say. For the typical, hurt elbow, hurt knee, rib injury, the things that can happen, but also I think there's some protections and some safety. But the second they play this Saturday and the preseason tomorrow and the NFL in a week and a half or 2 weeks, whatever, it's on.
Yeah, and we love it.
We all watch it.
Now look, I'm going to sound harsh here, but it's the truth. It's what I believe. Could and should the NFL boxing do more on, well, you know what? Let me do what I do the best. Let me make it about me and then work out from there. Let's make it all about me now. As I have said many times on the show, I struggled with being addicted to tobacco and smoking for years and years and years. Now, there is a good enough chance that someday I'm going to get lung cancer and die from it. Hopefully not.
You knew the risks.
I knew the risks. Now, look, you want to feel sorry for my kids, my wife. You want to feel bad for me going through that. That's fine. Don't you dare for a second be like, oh, man, tobacco. Like, no, dude. Hey, Dave, you're a moron. You went into this. Did you ignore the big giant warnings on the side saying this stuff will kill you? Or when I'm in England, like pictures of like old gross lungs. Like, no. I did. Now it sucks. It's an addiction. There's nuance there, but I walked in eyes open.
Yeah, and I'm wondering, too, if the correlation, because you started when you were young.
I started when I was 16.
Okay, so very young.
Yes.
And at that time, I'm sure you knew, but you're also like, I'm 16. Like, if anything's going to happen, I'll be 65, I'll be 80 or whatever. Because you went through it when you're 18 to 24 to 30 even to some extent. Like,
you're Superman.
Yeah, you do feel kind of invincible because at times, oh, man, I fell off this and I'm fine. Or this happened, I'm good. And obviously now we're talking about exceptional athletes, great at what they do. It won't be me. Or I'm fine. I'm fine today. They probably are.
Yes.
I'm fine. I'm fine today.
Until that doctor's visit. Mm-hmm. And they say, sir, we have some bad news.
History was not on your side.
No, history, absolutely.
Yeah.
So.
Didn't happen overnight.
Didn't trip and fall and land on a pack of cigarettes. Yeah. Same thing with people who get liver disease from alcohol. Now, could you argue? Is there an argument that, hey, look, I didn't start smoking in the day and age like my dad did, where it was like 3 out of 4 doctors recommend Camels. Like then I get it.
Majority of people were smoking.
That's right, and like we knew how bad it was, and. Could we do more limiting youth from tobacco? Sure. But we also need those same rules and guidelines, in my opinion, for alcohol, which is a more dangerous drug to do. Not to get too far off the rails here, but my point being about the NFL, yeah, you know what? Make sure you're educating everyone. Make sure they know. I don't want a single person playing football. I made the decision my son's a 2-sport guy. He's never played football.
Yeah.
Never played football. We did not allow it. Now,
because as a parent, you're protected. Because maybe Mason's like, I'll be fine. I want to play football. And you're like, we're not going to have you play football.
That's exactly right. Now, there's a bit of hypocrisy there because when you look at just straight concussions, soccer has plenty of them. But in my one thing we looked at is the majority of concussions come from use of the head, obviously, in soccer, and that is not allowed at their level. They're not. Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're not allowed to do that. So
interesting.
That was important to us. But when it came to football, we I shouldn't say we forbid him. We at an early age talked about, hey man, look, this is the one that you can get hurt in the most, and it's all about what you enjoy. This is why that's what we chose. Now there's dads out there, and God bless you, they're like, my name raising no, my kid's playing. Yeah. No, my dad actually taught. My dad was the same way. My dad strongly encouraged me to stay away from football, to play basketball and baseball.
Mason can be a kicker.
Absolutely, and that's. But do I hope there becomes an early detection for CTE, something when you're alive? Yes, I do.
That's where you hope the progress is.
Absolutely.
Because they know the dangers. They've done that. There's even extra, padding sometimes, or different things where the helmets have been created. Like, that's all good. But it would be really great in these studies that they're getting information. But as you read earlier, you only can do this on a brain that's passed,
right.
That's deceased. And so you're now, can they find a way to do the same kind of studies in real time, in real life, while people are alive?
And I think it's a very real concept when you're talking to an NFL player, of which many, not all, but many, and this goes for athletes in general, don't come from rich backgrounds. And they have not just the money that could be coming to them, but also the fame, the notoriety, the lifestyle, the this, the that, whatever. And you straight up ask them at whether it's 22 or 32 years old. And I wouldn't mind asking some of these. I think it'd be very interesting. I'm sure it's been done, but to go around and talk to some folks that are still alive that obviously are suffering from football-related, including or not limited to CTE, and say, hey, you're 68 years old and you look 85. You've told us you're probably not long for this earth. If you go back and do it all over again, would you still? I'll bet you almost all, if not all of them, say I would. Absolutely. I've set my family up. What was my alternative? Working at a dock or a car factory? Nothing wrong with those jobs. I'm just saying, I was a millionaire athlete with all the adulation. It was a life well lived. Life is not, Life is not tried. It is merely survived when you're standing outside the fire and I was in flames. One of those things. I respect that. So I don't feel bad. Like Junior Seau was one of my favorite players in the world. Shot himself. It crushed me. I felt horrible for him, but really his family. But I didn't feel like Junior was necessarily Junior was different because it was really before a lot of the CTE stuff. If football has the ability as well, because I think it is incumbent on them, those big giant rubber helmets. Dude, I don't care. Here's my thing, man. As long as I can understand if it affects how you play, like your sight lines or the weight on your neck. I don't care. Who is that big green Martian dude on Fred Flintstone?
Oh, yeah.
Who cares if you even look like that? If your head looks like a beach ball, but it's cutting down, then that should be a mandatory piece of equipment. That shouldn't be the guys out there that I really don't feel sorry for, if they're looking at that and there is evidence showing, and that evidence, by the way, has been a little bit shaky, that it helps when it comes to concussions and et cetera. Wear the stupid thing. Who cares how you look, dude?
Right.
You know what looks really bad? A cane and a wheelchair. You know what I'm saying?
At 50.
At 50, yeah. Exactly. So,
yeah. So it's a weird spot because obviously they're getting more and more information. This was kind of alarming to find out 1 in 4 had it, and to know that we're just about ready to start another football season. We all love football. We all watch it, or majority of people watch it, and for the entertainment and all that. But you just go, man, what they put themselves through. But I just even marvel at other, we mentioned we had on there MMA and boxing and motorsports that there's real legitimate risks.
Yes.
Like in any sport you can get hurt. We're watching tennis is up here. They could roll their ankle. But
Absolutely.
There's no in real time, real serious injury, things like that. But man, it's just you have to be a different breed to play.
And I think part of it too that I do always struggle with is that this gets a ton of coverage, and it should. And I know I'm doing a little bit of apples and oranges here. I acknowledge it, but just bear with me, right? Like, from what I understand, serving in the military can be dangerous. I've heard that.
Yeah.
Right. People voluntarily do that.
Yeah.
Now, do I feel horrible, and do we honor those that have served to fight for our freedom and are no longer with us? You're abso-freaking-lutely right. At the same time, there has to be an acknowledgement that they went in for a higher calling, very aware of the risks. Now, in that case, I want everything done to prevent things from happening, but also it's a different ballgame when you ask whether or not they were duped or not. Military is kind of in its own world. But what about people that work around chemicals? What about people that work in environments where stuff they breathe? And I'm not talking about like 9/11 workers that had no idea and they were screwed.
Yeah, about people that do have an idea.
Absolutely. There are dangerous jobs. The guys, the roughnecks that work on the oil rigs, they have a horrible... As long as you're educated on it, you're informed, it is your own decision. You're not being coerced. You're not being, the info is not being obfuscated. And you choose to go into an industry, whatever it may be, eyes wide open, that's going to harm you, then it's a long way of me saying that's why I'm never really a fan of banning these things. Because look, man, there are people out there that say ban football, people at CTE. I'm like, what are you kidding me? Now you could, I'm going to watch and I'm going to cheer, and that's just something that's human nature. Not everybody does that, but look, it goes back to the Roman Colosseum and gladiators, man. Like, we like watching competitions, and we especially like, in many cases, watching competitions with mass physicality. That's why boxing, some argue, is the ultimate when it comes to competition. It's mano-y-mano or womano versus womano, one-on-one, and there's no teammates. There's no nobody to pass the ball to. There's no timeout except when the round ends, or an 8 count. There's hit each other until one drops. And some might say, well, that's barbaric. Okay, but it's also a chess match. There's also strategy. Some people think it's just go out and... Now, then you get into things like the Dana's stupid power slap league. That's not... That is barbaric.
Yeah.
There's no strat. I need strat. If people are going to give themselves brain damage...
protections there.
Yeah, I want protections, and I want strategy with the brain damage.
Right.
I don't want just out... And I mean, that might as well be called the brain damage league.
Yeah.
It's just, that's what you're watching.
Right.
So,
yeah.
I don't know. It's tough, and it's
you got to imagine, like, if you're in that, you're aware of it, but you don't. I just.
Do you think it's a Superman complex?
I don't know. Like, I'm thinking about racing, like motorsports. Like, technically, something could go wrong anytime, but you never think that. I mean, I think you have to be aware of it. I guess, you mentioned other jobs. A police officer, has the risk every day.
Yes.
Firefighter every day.
Yes.
But it's also like, I know what I'm doing. I'm trained. Doesn't mean there are accidents. There are things that happen.
That's right.
But yeah, I just don't know how often, like, when you get behind the wheel of a motorsports car or you step into the ring, you're probably never thinking that. It's more of, this is my competitor. This is what I need to do. This is their strengths, their weaknesses.
That's right.
This is the game plan. I'm as prepared as possible. And if something goes wrong, something goes wrong.
Heck, even here, like, something crazy can happen. I've seen a board op get their nose broken just doing their job here.
Well, I mean, those boards are dangerous sometimes.
It was from a
reflex. You push a button and then, like
a host did it to the player,
say something, and then, danger everywhere, dude.
They could
blood everywhere.
They could shred their calf.
Shred it, Shredville. But I think he had CTE before that, by the way, based on how
there's something wrong.
How his car looked. Police officer, firefighter, first responders, military, all serve, or you would like to think, you believe, serve a higher purpose that unites us, and we honor that. And
radio hosts.
And I was going to say, look, it's a different thing, but I'm not going to look at a football player and be like, hey, thank you for sacrificing your life for my entertainment. But in a sense, they are openly probably sacrificing their health. Now, they're being well compensated. Let's be honest. They're being very well, in most cases, well compensated, but they're providing entertainment for us.
Yeah, and that's
a lot are, but not all are.
No, you're right. A lot are, but not all are. You're right.
But I think that's where it's interesting if they could get to who was the guy, Dave, if you remember on the Niners, just I say a few years ago. It's probably been
Copeland?
10. Yes.
Yeah. Chris Copeland?
I think so. That played like one season.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, but probably looking at health and a few more of those things have happened. They're not happening in abundance, but
sure.
What would be interesting is if they could truly do those studies in real time.
Yes.
And, players in year 4 and they're like, hey, you are showing some traces. Mm-hmm. Then now there's knowledge. It's like, no, it's not me. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Now what kind of decisions are made?
Well, and that's why, look, let me go back to smoking because I don't know what the rookie symposium material is for the NFL, but I would hope it's something like the warnings on. Here's what we never talk about, and this is not an endorsement of smoking. There are plenty of people that smoke cigarettes their entire life, and you see them, and they're like 84 and walking 2 miles a day. And what's your secret? I smoke Luckies and drink a glass of bourbon a day, and it helps me. And then I have a Dr. Pepper before I go to bed. How many times have you seen that? We don't talk about that, but they exist. But the warnings on the packs of smokes don't say, hey, you're probably going to die from this, but you can live a great life. I would like to see the warnings for NFL players be something like, by playing football, realize that you are almost certainly going to die early. There is an incredibly good chance you're going to have brain damage that could lead to damaging yourself or loved ones or worse. And you're going to have chronic physical body issues that start on average way earlier than in any other profession. Like, don't be like, well, that's other people. Mm-hmm. No, be like, bro, if you play football, you're going to get jacked. It's just a matter of when it shows up. And then if they're still like, I don't care, I'm playing. Hey, that baby.
Told them.
You told them, and you did the thing.
Proceed with caution.
Yeah, and let them do their own thing. Now, that's not to say, again, that 22-year-old Superman guy isn't going to, when he gets older, he's 50, and he looks like the number 7 when he walks around, that he's not going to go, oh, yeah, I should have.
Yeah.
I wish I hadn't have done that. But we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll wrap up the show Crosstalk with Matthew and Kayla and so much more. That's coming up at the end of the hour, but we'll do What's on Deck next.
Football is back.
This is Sactown, baby!
And Sactown Sports 1140 is your home for primetime NFL games this season.
This is Kevin Harlan of Westwood One. Catch all the NFL primetime action.
Catch Monday, Thursday, and Sunday night football, international games, the NFL playoffs, and the Super Bowl right here on Sactown Sports all season long. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Progressive knows you've got plenty of things to worry about.
What time does the kids' practice end? How long has that check engine light been on? Are takeout containers microwave safe?
So the last thing you should have to worry about is what to do if something unexpected happens on the road. That's why if you're ever in a major accident, Progressive's accident response can detect it and send help. It's just one less thing to worry about.
How long does chicken last in the fridge?
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Limited availability in California. Driver is responsible for emergency and towing charges not covered by the policy.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Country in the Park 2, presented by your California Army National Guard, October 23rd at Heart Health Park at Cal Expo with Bailey Zimmerman, Russell Dickerson, plus more. Enjoy line dancing, live DJs, mechanical bull, and food trucks. Tickets start at just $70. Country in the Park 2, October 23rd at Heart Health Park at Cal Expo with Sky River Casino and Joe Got Wines. More info at CITPFest.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
Truck started slow. Battery might be toast.
Slow starts are the first sign of heat damage to your battery. We'll test it, no charge.
Thanks. And if it is dead?
We'll set you up with a new, fully warranted battery, some up to 5 years, and we'll recycle the old one.
Thanks for the rundown. Lead the way.
Get free battery testing, charging, and recycling at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
T-Mobile is launching something no other wireless network offers. Introducing Nothing. Pay nothing today and walk out of the store with a new phone.
What did he say?
Nothing.
You definitely said something about nothing.
Exactly. Go to T-Mobile, pay nothing up front, and leave with a new phone.
Wait, nothing rules.
She gets it.
Hey, thanks for nothing.
For the first time ever, switch to T-Mobile, pay nothing. No taxes, no fees, no money down. And walk out with a new phone. There are 250 reasons to choose T-Mobile, and now nothing is holding you back.
On eligible devices with qualifying credit plan and 36-month finance agreement.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years. I owed the IRS a lot of money.
Louie was in deep trouble.
We're going to take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay. They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $3 billion for their clients.
Optima Tax, they help me. They calm me down. They make me feel comfortable, and I trust them.
Louie has a lot to be thankful for.
I don't owe the IRS anymore, and I'm able to live a comfortable life, a lot better life. It was because of Optima Tax.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Take it from Louie.
If you owe the IRS, don't go it alone. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-375-2322. 800-375-2322. 800-375-2322.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. Chad, tell me what's happening for the Make This the Summer Sales event.
Right now, you can save up to $19,000 off MSRP on new 2026 Ram 1500 Crew Cabs. That means you can not only take home one of America's favorite trucks while saving thousands, you also get the 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. And we have new Rams starting as low as $35,995.
Wow, that's the biggest savings of the year. And I've not seen a warranty like that on a truck in a really long time.
That's why Ram is one of America's favorite trucks. Plus, with over 600 Rams available, your new Ram is waiting at the Hoblet Ram Truck Center.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
19,000 total net savings on select new 2026 Ram 1500 Crew Cabs after dealer discount and factory incentive. Incentives may include 1,000 Hoblet trade-in assistance with eligible trade. 500 military or first responder bonus cash for eligible members. At least 5 this net savings. $35,995 price for 2026 Ram 1500 tradesman. VIN number 421999. Excludes tax, title, and license fees. See dealer for details.
Hi, I'm Justin Gingery. One of the most common questions I receive is, what makes us different from other law firms?
At Gingery, Hammer & Associates, we handle your case from beginning to the end.
Whether your case reaches a settlement, whether it must go into litigation, or whether it has to go all the way to trial, we will be with you along the entire way. And because we are committed to your case, we are as invested as you are in making sure you get the outcome you deserve.
When you get an injury, just call Gingery.
Waking you up with the best in local sports.
They just make it interesting, you know?
It's the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross
On Sactown Sports.
Well, August 26th, almost 9 months into the year, finally happened. You know, they say there's no content, Jason. They say there's no content in the summertime. They do. They say social media is bad. Well, I'm here to prove both wrong.
Okay. What you got?
Story of the year. We go to San Diego, according to NBC 7 in San Diego, as school is now back in session. This is, by the way, San Diego's. This is in Atlanta, excuse me. It's about a gas station.
Okay.
The first thing you need to know about this gas station is that it is not a gas station. There's no pumps. There's no convenience store. There's no windshield squeezies. And despite what one might reasonably expect, there is no requirement that anyone actually purchase gas. It is a designated corner of an Atlanta elementary school classroom where students can go when they need to pass gas.
Oh, okay.
Its creator, Candy, I'm not making this up. And by the way, you can't make up this name, dude. If you're the creator of something they're literally calling the fart corner, please tell me that your name is Candy Sydney Browning. She's 36. She's a second grade teacher. She calls it the gas station. It's a specific spot where students can go to the gusty winds area. There are air freshener sprays nearby, and according to her, it works. Quote, I have a very weak stomach, so I cannot take it. And so I was like, okay, I'm just going to create this little area over here, and you just get up, you go over there, you do your business, you come back, and that's it. I have not the audio we want, but I think this is her talking about it. Let me see.
I'll be down here teaching them, and they'll be sitting on the rug. Now, if they have to relieve themselves, they will just simply get up off of the rug, and they will walk back to that corner right there where you see that little yellow sign. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. So they get up off the rug, walk over here, and they come right here to the gusty winds area. And of course, we have everything they need over here. They have sprays. Now, do I require them to spray? I don't. I just put it there in case they just want to go ahead and use it, because I spray my classroom every day anyway. So yeah, that's it. That's the station. It's pretty simple. They just come, stand here. And what I love about this is while I'm teaching, no one has to ask. I don't have to stop teaching in order to say, yes, you can go. No, just get up, go get up, go excuse yourself, and I can continue teaching. And then with the student inside the classroom, they don't lose any instruction. They can continue to learn. It's a win-win situation. Why wouldn't you,
Win-win.
What's the point of, to me, what's the point of me making them step out when they can continue to learn? So when you step out of the classroom, you lose things. You know what I'm saying? So I would just rather my students continue to learn and we be mature about it, and me teach my students to be mature about relieving yourselves appropriately and not amongst others, and still getting the education that you need and deserve.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Stinky.
Well, Candy, let me. Remember Unsolved Mysteries, how they'd have an update?
Mm-hmm.
I need to see. Yeah, I need to see this in a year. I need to see an update on this in a year, Jason.
They need a sponsor. Smell instead of shell.
Glade. Here's the problem, Candy Browning.
Oh, wow. You're going after the teacher.
I'm going.
AMBM.
I'm going. AMBM. It's really good. Yes, I'm going after the teacher, but kind of. Look, it's simultaneously the best and worst idea I may have ever heard when it comes to schools. And I don't think I'm going to be on an island here. I understand first off, I hold teachers in the highest regard, especially ones that influence kids.
Overworked and underpaid.
Overworked and underpaid. I understand that. Listen, the thought process behind it is unimpeachable. The education, the class, the normalizing, the this, the that, everything she said, absolutely. But there's a difference between ideas in principle and ideas in execution. Because I'm going to tell you something. If that existed when I was in second grade, first off, I don't mean to sound misogynist. I would really like to see the stats on gender breakdown on who uses that corner, because I'm going to guess it is highly skewed towards boys, if not 100%. Little kids are already embarrassed about everything and laugh at everything as well. I cannot see many second grade girls. And by the way, somebody who raised a daughter, I'm very aware of all the noises they can all make, but going over there in front of classmates and beefing one does not seem to me likely.
Well, not in front of them.
We mean behind them.
Yeah.
Now let's get into reality. You're all imagine a bunch of second graders in a classroom. Every single time a kid gets up, the entire class is going to be enraptured with what that kid is doing, anticipating in hopes that kid is going over to the area. Now, some of them you might think may just SBD their way out of there and maybe a little spray, and that's boring. But if I'm in that classroom in second grade and any of the kids I knew, any of the boys I knew that were in, whether it was Sean Cotton or Matt Staples or Jeff Herron or any of them, we are disgusting.
Parents eaters.
Disgusting beasts. So here's what I'm doing. I'm hoping and praying that whatever I was fed by my mom and dad the night before rolls into the next day. And then what I'm doing is I'm getting up and I'm marching right over to the gas station. And I'm seeing, I mean, we're talking 2, 3. I'm trying to do my best imitation of, who's the guy? Miles Davis, the Trump. Yeah, I'm making noises.
Yeah.
Now.
You're an artist.
I am a fartist. Now, do we think that little Billy or it's 2026, that little Braxton or Jackson or Maxton or whatever. Notice I didn't say Jackson. That's it. That's fine. Do I think they're just going to go over there, do their thing, and the kids are going to, and while the teacher's like, and 3 + 4 is 5, and or whatever it is. No, dude.
I would want to be in that class.
Kid is marching over to that corner. The whole freaking class is dying laughing until I honestly wonder if that even exists by now. How long did that last before she was like, okay, there's a reason why everybody goes outside for this? Because now my class is basically the fart Olympics.
I've got something worse. I've got a worse scenario.
Okay.
It becomes normalized to where the kids are like, oh, yeah, this is a normal part of life. This isn't funny. This is just like coughing or sneezing.
Yeah.
Now for the rest of their lives, farts aren't funny.
Yeah.
It's just something that happens.
It's kind of evil what she's doing if you really think about it. Because farts are hilarious at all ages. Maybe not in all environments.
No, that's what makes
I don't know.
it funny.
No, like even the worst environment
makes it funny.
Well, it just depends. It just depends on what you find funny. Now, I think all three of us would agree. Doesn't matter where we could
name a serious situation, and if there's a fart that happens in the middle of it, how would it not be funny?
You're speaking at Dolly Parton's funeral. Funny.
Chris, funny?
I need to see like the situation.
Dolly was one of the best. She was the best of us, and she touched so many people in so many different ways, and she will forever be remembered as. And then,
It was great.
I've got one. Hospital room, baby just died. Nope. See, not funny. You tried. Not funny. Not funny.
Okay, so the one time.
Hold on.
Who's farting?
Hold on.
I don't think I like this game.
Yeah, I think pretty much anything having to do with like loved ones dying and you're there. Yeah, that you can't. So we'll put all that.
I don't know about that.
Give me an example of being in the presence of a loved one dying where a fart is funny. Give me an example of it.
I don't have an example, but it would be funny.
No, I'm saying a hypothetical. I'm sitting there, I'm holding on to my dad's hand. Dad, I love you. I'll never forget you. You've meant the world to me. You've been the best dad I've ever had. Without you, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, but if he went right there?
If he farted? Oh, well, that would be funny. It's him. And then like the last thing, or no, as he's dying, he's like, son, yeah. Pull my finger. And then that was his last words. Oh, dude.
That's
absolutely.
Legendary.
But that would be like honestly the greatest way anybody ever died. I was just gonna say I was just going to say.
You're laughing before you've even said it.
I am, because I was just going to say, you know what, where it wouldn't have been funny? After like a major, like a bomb drops or something, right? But do you remember
I'm about to blow this place up.
No, do you remember the clip? I still haven't seen the movie, but there is a clip out there that shows Oppenheimer, the movie. And if you're, you know what I'm talking about? And in the movie theater, when you're waiting the whole time, and when the bomb finally literally drops in Oppenheimer, there's like 3 seconds of silence, right? And then you hear the explosion. Well, somebody timed it perfectly.
Oh, in a real movie theater?
In a real movie theater, when it's all dead quiet and someone just destroyed their chair right at the silent part. That was fun, but hey, that's in the movie theater. I think in real life, no, that would not be funny.
Okay.
What I'm saying is this here, Sidney Browning.
If that's your real name.
If that's even your real name. God bless you. I see what you're trying to do. There's just no way, dude. No way on earth that's going to work for those second graders. Twins at A's, Reds at Giants. Round 2 action of the U.S. Open. We'll take a break. Matt and Kayla, celebrity birthdays, and more next.
Football is back.
This is Sactown, baby!
And Sactown Sports 1140 is your home for primetime NFL games this season.
This is Kevin Harlan of Westwood One. Catch all the NFL primetime action.
Catch Monday, Thursday, and Sunday night football, international games, the NFL playoffs, and the Super Bowl right here on Sactown Sports all season long. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Thunder, feel the thunder.
It's the energy all around you.
Lightning and the thunder.
The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. The rush of pure exhilaration. The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it.
Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
Is the volatility of the stock market driving you crazy? Is your retirement account sinking, yet you're getting older and you're starting to worry about, will I have enough for retirement? What about the money in the bank? These banks pay nothing these days. How do we get growth to get to retirement account? It's simple. Move into gold and silver. Want to know how to do it? Listen to my show, Striking Gold, with me, Kenny Michaels.
Check engine or ABS light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Cozy season is ahead, and you'll be spending way more time inside. Is your home ready? Don't worry. With Wayfair, you can upgrade your space without breaking the bank. Score up to 70% off during their Labor Day clearance on furniture, area rugs, mattresses, and more. Plus, surprise flash deals you can't miss. Whether it's one room or the whole house, Wayfair has pieces for every style and budget.
Shop Wayfair's Labor Day clearance now through September 7th at wayfair.com.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
For the ones who get it done, Grainger offers the professional-grade products you need to get the job done. With fast delivery you can depend on and access to technical product experts ready to help you meet any challenge. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by.
Carmichael Dave here. So proud to talk about my new friends at Pest Pros, where they are family-owned, they are locally rooted, and they are committed to serving Northern California. I got a mouse problem at my house, and I don't like mice. I got a cockroach problem at my house, and I don't like cockroaches. That's a real thing. You're going to get pest protection somewhere. Why not get it at a place that is locally owned and operated? Longtime Kings fans and partners and the community, yeah, you've spoken. They're back-to-back Sacramento favorites. So if you got pest control, you don't have Pest Pros. Step up to the pros with their all-star lineup. Don't just make the call, make the right call. Go to pestprosps.com, Sacramento grown, family owned, or call them at 916-588-9345. That's 916-588-9345. Step up to the pros at Pest Pros.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to the end of summer sale at AutoZone. We're celebrating the end of long days and short nights with big deals for a short time. Like on Wash and Wax, you can get 3 Meguiar's products for just $20. Need new brakes? Duralast brake pads are free with the purchase of Duralast rotors. We've also got oil deals and more. We're ending the summer right with the end of summer sale at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hey there, Mark and Tom, the travel and entertainment guys with you, brought to you by Sports Leisure Vacations. Time for our weekly travel tip, and with it, here's Mark.
I received an email from a hotel I recently stayed in asking for a review on their website. Then they proceeded to tell me all the reasons they were perfect and why I should say just that. Maybe I'm alone here, but I resent businesses asking for a review, especially when they coach me as to what to say. I didn't respond to the request, even though things were fine during my stay. Nothing spectacular or notable, but no issues. Here's my point. In most cases, those glowing online reviews you see are of little value. Now they can even be generated by AI. What could be of value are the bad reviews. Look for the same issue being mentioned over and over. It won't tell you what the hotel or restaurant is good at, but it will give you the downside, which sometimes can be more important than the fake 5 stars.
More tips to make you a smarter traveler. Saturdays at 11 a.m. right here on Sactown Sports 1140.
It's time for the news of the day.
The latest headlines, the biggest stories, hard-hitting analysis.
Yeah, this is none of those things. And now, here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
Kayla, you were talking yesterday. You were making.
Oh, I was going to say
you were
the break.
No, you were definitely talking during the break. We were talking about you were making fun of yourself. I forget what the subject was, but you were like, "I'm in a new town." It was something like, "I'm in a new town. I don't know anybody around."
Oh, I said I don't have any.
Yeah.
Yeah, friends.
Just want to throw this out there. My son has a soccer game in Bear River today at 6:00. It's about an hour drive that I'm taking him to. More than welcome. Come out and watch high school soccer.
Yeah, I heard you guys talking about a very disturbing subject of CTE today on the.
Yeah.
And it was honestly depressing me. Yeah, I don't know.
Mike needs to go to HR.
It needs some medicine.
Yeah, well.
And I was like, but then you brought up the whole soccer thing and how you kind of told your kid, if you're going to play soccer, that's great, but here's how concussions happen.
Yeah, and they're fully, we just
they
make
can't
sure
do it in high school.
They're informed and educated. No, not at least in their world, in their league. But people, look, I've long ago accepted that the NFL is basically a corrupt cabal of mostly racist billionaires that put on an event for our pleasure that we love. And if I had any morals whatsoever, I guess you could make an argument that I shouldn't watch, but I love watching football. So if they're all, racist and corrupt and people get CTE and die, I feel like we've just kind of made a moral handshake to accept it. And I'm not trying to be better than holier than thou. It's like, screw it. But it's like the other year when I love bringing this up because every time I do, I get a note from somebody who's like, that's not true. And then I send them the link. The NFL is so powerful that they can, within the last 5 years, maybe 6, have in court documents, have it say that the baseline when it comes to awarding aid, if you will, post-career when doing tests on the brain, that the baseline for black people is lower than white people because of a preconceived bias, if you will. But I'm not making it up. It's a fact. They admitted to it in court. They literally, Kayla, if you were a person of color, Matt, you're a Caucasian, you both played football for 5 years, your baseline for certain tests, Kayla, starts lower than Matt's does, which makes it in turn difference, apples to apples, when it comes to awarding certain posts. This
nuts.
is, look it up. Look up NFL court baseline color and read it. And there you go. And I would consider you an NFL expert. I'm being serious.
Yeah, I've never heard that study.
And that is how the media and the NFL itself and the power they wield, that is why it's tough for me sometimes I don't take anything very seriously when it comes to that stuff, because I feel like that should have been one of the biggest stories in sports over the last 10 years. If not 25, and it's like, oh, it happened. Boy, that was bad. Dun, 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 dun. Monday Night Football, though. Check it out. Here it comes.
How's my fantasy team?
How's my fantasy team doing? Oh, man, I hope he gets up after that. Yeah. And then
we need the points.
And that's fine. Like I said, I'm not trying to shame anyone for loving football. I watch every minute of football, but it's not a good, moral, upstanding league. Let's just be honest. Celebrity Birthday is brought to you by Matt George.
No, not today.
Well, why not?
No, I don't want it today.
Well, you don't want it to be brought to you by?
After that segue,
it's not a good segue?
That might have been our lowest segue in terms of, not laughing.
Yeah.
Depressing.
Wouldn't have been funny there, Chris.
Yeah, it would have.
No, really? You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, Jason overruled.
Would have broke the room.
You think so? Just out? Yeah, probably would have. Celebrity birthdays. Who's old?
Let's say happy birthday today to James Harden. Wow,
37.
everybody's favorite.
Woof. Do you say 37?
Yeah.
I think you're right, but I'll say 38.
36.
37.
We have two correct answers, Chris and Kayla, 37. Happy birthday today to Macaulay Culkin.
Yes. Love Macaulay Culkin.
Who is Macaulay? I just find out Macaulay Culkin used to be married to.
Where's the song?
Huh?
No, he's currently married.
He's currently
married. He's still
no,
married.
before.
Oh, he was dating Mila Kunis.
Mila Kunis. Yeah, I
Dating.
did not know that at all.
He was?
Oh,
Yeah. I had no idea.
Step up.
Attaboy.
Yeah. Macaulay. Oh God, Macaulay Culkin is 44.
I was also going to say 44.
45.
48.
Kayla's closest 46 for Macaulay Culkin.
Okay.
Happy birthday, Chris, your guy, John Mulaney.
John Mulaney. Oh.
Comedian.
Yeah, comedian. Is he married to Olivia?
Yes. Munn.
Yeah, Munn.
Oh, I was going to say Wild Munn, yes.
Yeah.
Newton John.
Yeah.
Rest
I liked
in
her
peace.
too.
John Mulaney.
39.
No.
No, older?
Yeah. 47.
48.
45?
Matt's closest, 44.
Whoa.
Okay.
He looks awful.
I know. I was going to say, he looks a lot older.
Happy birthday, Melissa McCarthy.
Oh, she's great.
She's funny. 40.
She funny.
46.
48.
55.
52.
You ever see the outtakes of her, Paul Rudd, and Leslie Mann?
Oh,
no.
Oh,
So
my
funny.
God. Just
Kayla's closest, 56 for
we
Melissa
go.
McCarthy.
that was 10 years off.
Yeah.
Who else we got here? Chris Pine.
Oh, okay.
He played
He's
Captain Kirk.
Horrible Bosses 2.
Yes.
And he was in some Western movie with Jeff Bridges I need to watch.
Okay.
Where he
Big Lebowski.
No. Chris Pine is 41.
You know who his dad is?
43.
49.
He is 47.
Chris is closest, 46.
Who is it?
No, it's not a joke. I mean, you know.
Oh, no.
Did you ever
Tree?
see the show Chips?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the
Good
blonde
try.
guy.
Couturier, the
Not
officer.
Eric Estrada, the other one?
No, the chief, like the sergeant.
Shut up. That's
his
Chris
dad.
Pine's dad.
You should look them up.
No, I know exactly
Then
who
you
you're
see
talking
them looking
63 wow. years old.
His name's Needles.
63 years old. Matt and Kayla.
What's chips?
Not, it's like Doritos and stuff.
And dip.
Unlike our management on site today for all their stuff. That's happening next.
Love you.
Follow Sactown Sports 1140 on